Welcome to Jump Shot Therapy, everybody. I am Dylan Barretto. I am the boss baby. I am Pancake Pants. I'm Basil Buns. I am joined again, as I have been on every episode, with Alfredo, Mr. Muslim Goku himself.
Yeah, but real quick before you get to Hunter, you never explained why last podcast why your name is Pancake Buns.
Oh, okay. So there's another nickname I was going to debut this week that I just completely forgot. It is Sinatra, Mr. Sinatra. Because in Spanish, Sinatra means flatback.
Cool.
And my
They were
mother-in-law,
also joined by Hunter.
my mother-in-law told this terrible joke in Spanish to me. Like, hey, Dylan, are you related to Frank Sinatra? I was like, no, why? She's like, Sinatra, flatback. I was like, oh, my God.
Oh, Lord.
Also with Hunter Davis, he forgot his computer, so Stat Guy Hunter's looking real.
I get to chill today.
No, you never get to chill. You're gonna have to look up stats
You
on
have
your
an
phone
Android,
or something.
dog.
Yeah, you got a phone. You could make it work.
I got the stats right here in my
You gotta be
head.
one of those
Yeah.
Android people. Hey, dude, Androids could do everything better than the iPhone.
As you can see by the my big brother's joining us again. Holding down at JST
Oh,
South.
wow.
Shut up, Hunter. Holding down at JST South, the Sand Viper, Steven Bretto. How are you?
Good evening, peckerheads. Good evening.
Apparently, that's what you guys are
That's how
called.
peckerheads are. I'm down.
You're not patients or fans. You're peckerheads. Hunter, stop pointing at my TV. We're watching the Vikings and Rams game. We are recording at 11:23 p.m. on this beautiful Thursday night, September 27th, with Thursday Night Football. So we are having a good, fun time. Jaden just ran by, and you can hear his loud-ass feet. We got a nice-looking show for you on the docket. It looks like it's going to be pretty NBA-heavy because we just had Media Day. We're letting Alfredo pull up his topics, ask us questions, and we're going to provide there. We got picks at the end of the show, like always. And, let's get the ball rolling. What do you got, Fredo?
All right, so first things first. I'm going to go Jimmy Butler really quick. Jimmy Butler, originally, he wanted his three selections were the Clippers, Nets, and Knicks. Now they're saying that he wants to go to the Heat. What do you think of that?
Quick answer for you. The Heat were the first ones to show interest.
Really? But who do they give up? Because Deion Waiters just went on the trade block.
It would have to be a 3-team trade.
4.
So Phoenix would have. Phoenix is looking for a starting point guard, so Minnesota would have to give up Jeff Teague to probably the Phoenix Suns. I think that was like one of the proposed deals.
Yeah.
And then Goran Dragic would have to go to Minnesota.
And so, but another thing is, for the Jimmy Butler, and another trade destination for Jimmy Butler is possibly the Houston Rockets. There was a offer for Eric Gordon.
Yeah, that would have to be like some finagling going on.
Yeah, no way.
No, you don't think so?
Nope, none at all. There's literally no way that happens. They don't have the cap space for it.
Mm-hmm.
They would have
They wouldn't be able to re-sign him.
Exactly. What's the point? You're
Because
going
Eric
to
Gordon-
double down for one season?
Because the Eric Gordon contract was 4 years, $53 million. So 53 times 4, that's like
200.
200 what?
53 times 4. 50 plus 50 is 100. Then 50 plus 50 is another 100. So that means 200.
So it's like
Matt.
$20 million a year, right?
Stats.
What are you talking about?
A 4-year, $53 million deal. I'm trying to base it by year.
Oh, you're doing the other way.
Yes.
I thought you were saying plus.
No,
I'm like,
no.
that's simple math. Divided by 4. 54 divided by 4. 53 divided by 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 16, 18.
16, 18?
$16 to $18.
Damn. I know, 18 million.
18 million, yes.
Yeah, so yeah, they wouldn't be
They wouldn't be able to do it. Jimmy makes too much money, and there's no way they would sacrifice it for a season.
Yeah, and he wants to.
No
Because
way.
the thing is, Jimmy Butler is 30, so this would be his last max contract, no matter where he goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way he gets anything from a real competing team. He'd only get a deal going
Did
to
you
a
see
team
that
building.
Minnesota called the 76ers about Ben Simmons?
Oh yeah, that was your counter offer.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Let me tell you something that's never happening. I used to have this list when I worked at GameStop. I had this list of things that aren't things. And so this long papyrus scroll of things that I had written on it that weren't things.
Naruto.
Yeah. And guess what's first on that list? Ben Simmons getting traded to the fucking Timberwolves. That's never happening.
And then one thing that It's fun. Kawhi Leonard's laugh. We talked about this on PS4 chat. Kawhi Leonard's laugh is one of the best things I've ever heard in my life.
Kawhi Leonard's laugh is what nightmares are made of.
Yeah.
Like, that is literally the most scary thing I've ever listened to in my life.
I was looking under the Kawhi Leonard laugh video.
Oh, yeah. His
And
laugh throughout
they
the years.
did like a laugh track for a 90s sitcom.
Oh, my God.
now-
I saw that. I saw that. I also saw a video of they were tracking all the time he's ever laughed in a press conference. And it's a minute-long video because it's only happened like 6 times.
Yeah.
And the first time he ever laughed on an NBA camera, he sounded like a fucking goat.
Yeah.
It literally was like the interviewer said something. He goes, it's so scary. Oh, it's so cringeworthy. My favorite thing is somebody.
He's a robot, yo. I swear to God, he's
Somebody
a robot.
tried to defend him, and they're like, picture this. You've gone through your whole life, and people tell you you're a robot, and you finally go out there and laugh, and everyone's making fun of you. He ain't never doing that shit ever again.
I was looking under that tweet because usually they have some like gold on NBA Twitter. And you remember that Michael Jackson "This Is It" tour thing?
Oh, my God,
Somebody
no.
did the Michael Jackson "This Is It" chief.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Oh,
He ain't never doing that shit
God.
ever again. Any thought of him having a good season's down the tube? No more. That laugh killed it. I'm
Yo,
good.
That laugh.
Oh, the Rams won, ladies and
Yeah, we
gentlemen.
won.
So that laugh, like, it sounds like that shit hurt his chest. Like, it feels like he was holding it so. Like,
How do you
his
not?
hurt.
He laughs like somebody doesn't know how to laugh.
Am I supposed to laugh at that?
He literally doesn't. And he's like, dude, how does laugh?
I don't even know.
What is
And
laugh?
he laughed
I
at
do
the
not know.
like worst thing ever. He's like,
I don't even know where you
you're
are.
sitting right.
Like, tell a better joke, you fucking robot. Program yourself to be funny.
And then when he laughed, like his face did like.
His mouth
Just
quivered.
opened. Yeah,
It
that's
quivered.
it.
He opened it and it was, it quivered. It's fucking the worst. The worst.
I've only seen Kawhi legitimately like full on smile during the All-Star game a few years ago. They caught him like doing a dunk in the All-Star game, and he was like literally like so happy with life. And then I don't even know. It's like when Pop holds you back, but now you're free.
I used to like Kawhi Leonard. I used to like Kawhi Leonard. Now I hope he never succeeds. I hope he never succeeds.
I
I'm
hope
so
DeMar
over him.
DeRozan does something.
DeMar DeRozan just needs defense in the 3-point shot. 'cause
I
DeMar
also
DeRozan
like
has
that
no three.
Pop went out of his way to say he's not going to change DeMar DeRozan's game.
Yeah, that's good.
I
Well, because
think
he tried to do it with
LaMarcus Aldridge.
You said he tried turning him into John Havlicek. So.
Yeah. So I'm glad that Pop's taking that approach, and I'm interested in seeing how they're going to be coached this year.
It's gonna
And
be a nice.
They're definitely going to be better because,
Well, guess what? They won 47 games without him.
yeah, they won without Kawhi. Now they're adding a player that's an all-star caliber, a top 5 shooting guard in the league.
So do you think they finished top 3?
No.
5?
Maybe
Yes.
like top 6. Maybe they're like a 6
They'll be
to 8
5-6.
seed.
5-6.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
8 seed last year.
There's no way they're 3, anywhere in 3, 2, or 1. I
I'm
don't
probably
see
saying
that.
the 5 to 8 range, maybe.
Because
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if OKC, for some reason, still stays at 3.
I don't see them being there either. I
don't
see
see
them
them
going
being at
down
3,
too.
yeah.
So who do you have at 3?
Utah was at 3 last year.
Lakers,
OKC wasn't
Lakers
at
are
3.
definitely
Utah
4
didn't
or
make the
5.
Oh no, yeah they did. They did
Utah was
anyway.
the 3rd seed, I think.
No, 6.
It was the 5-6 matchup because they met the first round, correct? Yeah, they were the 5-6 matchup.
No, it'll be 4-5.
4-5. Yeah.
So Utah 5, yeah. San Antonio 4. 3 was, 3 was Portland. 2 was OKC.
Come on, stat guy.
And then
I'm
1
looking it
was
up. It's
Golden
hard to do
State.
on the phone.
But all right. So while he's looking, I'm moving to another thing. Kyrie lately, he looks pretty happy with the Celtics. Like,
Here's my thing. It's
What I need to
September. The NBA. If you're gonna hold anybody to what they say in September, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
He's literally saying everything he's supposed to say because if you bash an organization, it looks terrible on you. I'm
Yeah.
not saying he's gonna bash any organization that he's not
Yeah,
actually
but-
happy. Let me finish my thought,
Go
fucker.
ahead.
Jesus
It's all
Christ.
wrong though. But go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's nothing wrong about a thought. So, if he's going out there and he's going to represent the organization with class, that's what you want as an organization who's looking at you. Mm-hmm. So whether he leaves or not, he's playing he's playing into the media where he's like, I'm happy here. Mm-hmm. He has never said he's actually re-signing or doing that.
Because the kid asked him about staying, and he goes, "Oh, I'm going to stay here long term."
Yeah, he hasn't actually. He hasn't
tell a kid no.
Yeah, he's not going to commit to signing right now anyway. And the thought can change at the end of the season. Yeah, I'm not done speaking. And
no. The difference between that video of the kid is that he's talking to a kid. Yeah. When he's talking to the media, he's telling the media, like, why would I leave this? He'd be like, I'd be effing stupid to leave this.
There's plenty of other situations that are pretty good, too. Mm-hmm.
Like, because I think with the whole Jimmy Butler thing...
Nothing's a perfect fit.
Yeah, I think with the whole Jimmy Butler thing, it knocks off Kyrie going to the Knicks for the Nets.
It all depends. I don't know. If Kyrie leaves...
Why would Jimmy Butler go to the Knicks with James Dolan without Kyrie?
Because James Dolan hasn't been involved in really the basketball...
James Dolan's focused on his freaking music career.
In Chicago to bad ownership in Minnesota.
Still a horrible owner.
He's a horrible owner, but he literally hasn't been involved in the basketball operation since hiring Phil Jackson. He literally has stayed the fuck back. Even this year. Which he should do. He's not supposed to be involved.
Unless he sells the team, I don't see big.
He ain't ever selling the team. No, he owns the Rangers. He owns that building.
He owns MSG.
He might be getting out of the ownership business.
He owns MSG. No, he doesn't even make enough money in his music career. I understand he wants to pursue his music career, but stay with the money that your dad gave you.
Yeah, if he sells it, good. It's the best thing that can happen in New York sports.
The Knicks are worth like $2 billion, $3 billion.
Yeah, but he owns that building. I don't see it happening anytime soon. Yeah, the thing is, the Knicks organization is literally on the up and up. Once this year's over, every bad contract that's on the team is gone, and they have a coach that is well respected by every single player in this league.
Fizdale's that guy.
Yeah, Kyrie even addressed the New York rumors. He said, he's like, I know that it's like, I'm from New Jersey, and it's like right up there from New York City, but why would I leave Boston?
So why would he say, oh, yeah, I'm going to go to New York?
Yeah, but why would he address it if he was like, I want to stay away from it?
So people will stop talking about it.
Bias.
I don't care.
It's you're super closed-minded in this situation. That's what annoys me.
I'm looking at how other superstars entering free agency are doing.
What did Klay Thompson say?
No, Klay Thompson and Kyrie are the only ones that are like, I'm happy.
And
Kawhi Leonard is the one that was like, we'll see how the season goes. Yeah. And he's the one where you're like, oh, he's gonna fucking bounce.
Well, he also did not. He literally didn't want to play in this situation or the last situation he was in.
Yeah, so you can see the differences. That's all I'm saying.
So there's a difference between someone who's trying to be 100% all about class and wants to represent the organization with pride that he's in, versus someone's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm out. I don't want to be a part of this organization. Yeah, you can just Kyrie is happy in his situation. Yes, he's in a great situation. Yes, but being completely closed-minded in a situation, saying he won't even test free agency or get a phone call, or just because he's like, oh, I'm happy here.
I don't know.
That's a little closed-minded. If you're going to literally sit here and say that the New York. Just because he's linked to the New York Knicks and then he didn't say in the media interview, oh, yeah, I love the New York Knicks. Oh, I love this situation. I love this situation. You're wrong. He's not going to do that because he's at media day with the Boston Celtics, the team that just went to the Eastern Conference Final, won the fucking Eastern Conference how many times? Like, they were one win away from going to the NBA Finals. Why is he going to say anything bad about the situation he is in?
And why would he?
He's not going to. For many other reasons. Let's say there's opportunities for him to grow his brand outside of Boston. Because there are opportunities to grow his brand outside of Boston. Oh, there's an opportunity for him to play with a very close friend of his.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an opportunity to play with arguably one of the best big talents in the NBA in Kristaps Porzingis. Here's a way to really have a team built directly around you, a way you want it. Because guess what? If Kyrie would go to any organization, guess who would be involved in 100% of the playoff moves?
You already got a team built around you.
It's not around him.
He's the best player
guess
on
what?
that team.
Guess what? Give it 1 year. He's not going to be the best player on that team. That guy who wears zero is. Guess who wants to be the guy on every team he's in? Guess why is the reason he wanted to leave LeBron?
Don't want to be they don't want to go to a place and be like, oh, okay, now I got to carry the load. They don't want to do
why did he leave Cleveland?
Well, I mean,
why did he leave Cleveland? Why didn't he want to play with LeBron?
Because LeBron is...
Because he was not the guy. So, and guess what? He wanted to be the guy.
Right, well, that's why we have that 5 Big Mac meal.
Yeah, no, but like, I'm way more open about the situation than you are. You're literally shutting it down immediately.
Well, All I know is next summer I'll have 5 Big Macs.
All right, so moving on from this because again, a little.
I'm just saying I'm being way more open-minded about the situation because literally, if you check out my Twitter, every time Kyrie Irving does something with a smile on his face, Kyrie ain't ever leaving. Kyrie ain't ever leaving because that's literally how Boston Celtics Twitter is looking right now. Jason Tatum came out with a handshake video today where he handshaked
terrible.
everybody
So bad.
but Kyrie Irving.
Really? Yeah,
So
yeah.
I said, "Oh, but Kyrie Irving into this. Kyrie's leaving now." That's literally how Boston fans are thinking. That literally everything's perfect. Kyrie won't want to leave. Guess what was a better situation for Kyrie Irving at the beginning of last season? Oh, if he would have stayed in Cleveland, would have been the better situation.
Yeah.
Guess what? Because they went to the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
So like you
But with that team and with that like amount of
with just
publicity around it,
Kyrie, LeBron, Love, put whatever bums you want. They're going to the finals.
I mean,
They're
they
going
won
to-
the championship.
they're going to
with
finals,
the
but
They won with just LeBron.
no, I know you're going to the finals, but did you see what happened like the past few years? Like they were going like 17-17 to finish off the season. They were terrible. They were terrible to end off the season.
It doesn't matter where you
And they were
finish; it
going to the
matters where you
finals,
end
but
up.
there's just too many. Like
That was a very contradicting statement.
Doesn't matter.
What?
Well,
It
you
doesn't
know,
matter
man,
where you finish. Doesn't matter where you end up.
Doesn't matter
No.
where you finish in the regular season as long as you end up in the finals.
Yeah.
no, because
No,
you still
need
want to have a
end with
good.
You need to end with a trophy.
Yeah,
need-
but
yeah.
here's the thing: no matter
That's
what,
where it matters.
LeBron could be
You're
the
losing in the
8th
NBA
seed
finals.
and he'll still make it to the finals.
And your team, like the
in the Western
Cleveland.
Conference.
paid
No,
all
I'm
the
talking about we're
bums
talking about
after
Cavs.
They won the championship.
So next thing, I want to talk about. Did you guys see the Tristan Thompson interview today?
No.
Yeah, that was
Where
funny.
all right, Tristan
I saw
Thompson was very talking kind of spicy. He goes, "Last I checked, we're the four-time Eastern Conference Division champions, and people better like check themselves and blah blah blah."
Yeah, so he's
And
like
then-
Boston and Philly can't talk.
Yeah, Boston Philly can't talk. So
Let me
wait,
stop you
wait,
right
hold on,
there.
Let me finish. And you can
Okay.
go on. Then Ben Simmons says, "Aha," like he laughs at him, and then
Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris. What did he say?
He said book your vacation early because you
book
ain't
your
going
vacation
nowhere.
early
You
'cause you ain't
bum.
going nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. His season's done in April.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
The Cavs are not. Cavs would be lucky to make it to the AC this year.
If that, like,
not
there's,
making the eighth seed.
they may be lucky to go 500.
I picked the Nets to go to the playoffs over the Cavs.
The Nets,
Please don't put that pressure on me.
Nets
Uh,
have-
I'm just kidding. They got Kevin Love.
Don't you put
I'm just kidding. They got
on me,
Kevin
Do you
Love.
think Kevin Love makes the All-Star team in the
that
East?
evil.
Do you think Kevin Love makes the All-Star team in the East?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no way he
There's
doesn't.
not a lot of big men, right?
There's no way he
He's
doesn't
gonna
make
put,
the
he's
All-Star
gonna
team.
put up big numbers on a bad team. Like
He'll
he did on the
average
Wolves.
20 and 10 still.
Again, like when
He'll-
he did in Minnesota.
Yeah,
He was
maybe
close
not
to
as
average.
much.
He was close to averaging 20 and 10 last
Yeah, it was like
year.
18. Yeah,
Yeah,
18
so
is
like
change.
it's not unrealistic for
Yeah.
to do it. There's just no other offense on that team.
He's
But I
J.R.
think in
Smith-
Minnesota he was like 27 and 10.
Yeah,
I don't
he
think
was-
he'll get there.
He was
but-
only like 27 and like 14 at some point.
yeah.
Yeah, because he looked like he was like a refrigerator.
He won't
back
get
then.
there, but he'll put up some
He'll
numbers.
put up his numbers. He'll get his. But
If
it's
Colin
like
Sexton plays nice. I mean,
Colin
we
Sexton
put
doesn't
all-
have the offensive game
I mean, we
That
put all
dude's a
these-
dog. I don't know what you're talking
He's
about.
a dog, but
on defense. Not on
yeah,
offense.
he's a dog on defense. But if he plays, I mean, we put all these expectations on these rookies now because we've seen too many rookies come out and play really
You
good.
put these expectations on these rookies.
Who?
You put these expectations on these
Yeah, you
rookies.
see them and you see all these expectations because you see all these rookies.
Hunter
coming out
gets
and
so
they're playing
excited when it
nice.
comes to draft time.
I do
do,
too.
I do.
Shit.
I don't. Everybody used to get so mad at me. They're
Only
like,
when
"Oh, why don't
because your team hasn't had a top
No, my
pick in a
thing
little
is,
bit.
if you look at every draft in the last 10 years, how many players in each draft honestly have come out to be exactly what they're supposed to
Maybe
be?
Five
one-
to six.
maybe a few every.
A handful. So we're really going to put the futures in this organization in 18-year-olds.
It's worked out.
No, like what the fuck?
Worked
Like
out all right.
the NBA draft and the NBA rookies mean literally the least to me. On the, I'd rather have veterans.
Wow, that's why your team sucks.
No, that's not why my team sucks because
Yeah, because you
my-
guys went veterans over rookies.
in some instances,
So,
yes.
We had the youngest team in the league.
No, I'm talking about in 2013 when you guys
The difference is we didn't get good veterans.
traded picks for veterans.
We got
Washed up.
aging end of their prime veterans.
So
Keith
are you
Bogans.
talking about veterans like all-stars that are like in free agency and they could be on your team? Or are you talking about like
If there's an opportunity for me to trade a first round pick for a star in their prime,
which doesn't really happen in the NBA?
but or like you have to give up a few, like the
Yeah.
Nets love to do. If I'm able to give up a couple first round picks for a Klay Thompson, for a Damian Lillard,
Yeah.
for
I would do
a
it.
Jimmy
also
Butler,
depends
for
on
a
who's in the
Gordon
draft.
Hayward, for a Blake Griffin, for a franchise player. That's what I'm talking about. If there's an opportunity to do that, I'd do it. And then there's Boston. That's in a scenario where they're able to capitalize on it well. Why not still keep building that way? I'm not saying the veteran thing is the way for every team to go. That's why I thought Boston should have traded Gordon Hayward to the Clippers.
Yeah.
For one, if not one, both of those draft picks, because that's who was on the board at that point.
Yeah.
Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah.
That would have been
They had
a
the
great
12th and
fit
13th
because
pick
guess
Clippers.
what? Michael Porter's not going to play. Oh, guess who gets more minutes again? The guy everybody in Boston loves, Jaylen Brown, to really prove why they should invest their future in him. Oh,
Yeah, but
guess
they
what
wanna-
also happens? Gordon Hayward's contract's gone. When Gordon Hayward his ability to opt out of his contract will be coming out the same year Jaylen Brown's a free agent. Guess who's never going to get another max deal? Gordon Hayward. So guess what he's going to do? Oh, I'm going to opt in and get that $24 million. Guess who's no longer on that team? Jaylen Brown.
With bird rights, he'll be on the team. They could go over the cap. Also, you don't have Al Horford.
You're not going to have to. Yeah, but you're going to pay someone else.
Definitely.
You know for a
Yeah,
fact you're going to
definitely.
pay someone else in this offseason.
Either that or they'll extend Al Horford. It could go either
At that
way.
point, it's not worth it.
But they wouldn't extend him
Al
for the
Horford would be on
max.
that.
No, but he would still want a good contract, and then you have to
Yeah.
sign role players, and then guess what? You're also going to lose everybody on your bench.
But you got Jaylen Brown. Yeah, you're going to lose Marcus Morris. You're going to lose Terry Rozier.
Marcus Morris will
You're
probably
losing them
stay
anyway.
independent.
You're losing them anyway.
Yeah, but it's my thing with Boston that I've always said to you is, do you really want to keep Gordon Hayward, who's getting mad money, when you have these young guys who you're really bought into, and you want to
And
show
have
that
a
you're
lot of
investing in
cap
them?
For a good player. I wouldn't trade him to. I wouldn't have traded him for Michael Porter because you're looking to win this year. You're looking to.
They were one game away from doing it.
Yeah, but if Michael Porter's, if you said he's not going to play, you don't want to. You'd rather have Gordon Hayward, who's been in the playoffs before.
Never done anything in the playoffs.
Well,
So why does it matter? He still had Michael Porter and Gordon Hayward playoff experience is literally. Oh, I've had one series.
in the West being the focal point of the team.
Yeah, it's still not much, dude.
Still pretty good.
It's still not much. I'd rather literally Jason Tatum's playoff experience means more than Gordon Hayward's
Well, yeah,
playoff
'cause
experience.
He's went farther.
So why do we need Gordon Hayward? Because we also have Kyrie Irving, who's in the NBA Finals, took one of the most important shots ever. You don't need Gordon Hayward's leadership. You don't need him on there to provide scoring because Jaylen Brown's going to get his playing hustle.
We'll see what happens this season.
I feel like I'm the only person who's been avid of trade Gordon Hayward to get
No, I
more
agree with you,
assets
trade
for
Gordon-
the last
trade-
year.
yeah.
The second he went down, I saw this team growing. I was like, dude, trade Gordon Hayward. Why do you have him?
Yeah.
I didn't think there was a point of getting Gordon Hayward when you were going to get Jason Tatum anyway. So I was like,
So another thing I want to talk about, LeBron with the Lakers. The scrimmages, they look pretty good, pretty fun. But first thing I want to say is the comments of him saying they have a long way to go to beat the Warriors.
they do.
They do, yeah.
It's not like,
what-
okay,
What,
so
what
let's
do you
not.
think that says? What he to the team about the team?
I think what that means is I've faced this team X amount of times in the playoffs. We are just becoming a team.
Yeah.
We have not played together. We have not played 15 games. We have not played 20 games. You guys are all still in your first, second, and third year.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have the experience. Y'all still never made the playoffs.
Yeah.
So how do you think you're going to beat the Warriors in a
Yeah.
7-game series?
Do you
You're
think
not.
do you think LeBron with this team has more talent than the Cleveland team?
Yes.
Yeah.
100% at every
So they
position.
have more upside.
At every position.
Yeah, more younger
They have more of a chance to beat the Warriors with this team they have right now, not playing a single game, than they did with what Cleveland had last year. Want to know why? Because LeBron's there.
Yeah.
LeBron is going to make everybody there better. LeBron, the one player I'm interested in seeing this year, well, there's two players I'm interested in seeing, Lonzo and Kuzma.
Yeah.
Because those are going to be two dudes that are going to benefit the most.
They're gonna excel.
Brandon Ingram, I think, is a bum, and it's time for him to go. He needs to get traded. I'm surprised people still think of him as an asset. He's not that good as people think.
I mean, that 17 points per game last year, people will bite on it.
Yeah, it's a garbage 17 points. So it's like the one person who's going to get better significantly this year is Lonzo.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what Kuzma does playing with the first team, though. 'Cause
Exactly.
last year He came off the bench and he was doing that. But once they put him in the first team role, he was struggling a little bit.
Yeah, but
They-
now
they-
you have
Now you have-
LeBron
now you have
running the show.
facilitators.
You have Rondo and LeBron pushing the
and,
break.
And they
That's
use
why I
that
said I'm
Rondo
eager to
starting
see what
over
happens.
LeBron.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Didn't they say Rondo?
Not everybody's
starting?
able to play with LeBron, though.
But you know what's the smartest thing to do when you have LeBron? Get smart players around him. The best thing for LeBron is having Rondo.
Yeah.
No, I'm
the
talking
best
about
thing-
Kuzma.
High basketball IQ,
They might
him
be
and
in the
Rondo
same
are-
level
yeah.
of IQ.
And
Yeah.
guess
and
what?
playoff Rondo.
And
yeah.
accountability. Nobody that LeBron has played with has been able to hold LeBron accountable except for Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
Guess who's going to hold LeBron accountable?
Definitely Rondo.
Rondo's going to hold LeBron
Rondo will get
accountable,
in his ass.
and it's going to be the best thing to happen to LeBron at this stage of his career because when LeBron starts to freak out a little bit because he's not getting any help, Rondo's going to be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Get out there and fucking play. You're the best player in the fucking world.
Yeah.
Why are you acting like this?
That's why I miss Rondo. He tells it how it is. He doesn't give
He doesn't
a
give a
fuck.
fuck.
He learned from KG.
Yeah, you learn from KG.
That's why it's important to have veterans on your team.
Well, what do you think of him not playing in the preseason?
Who cares?
Any preseason
Who
games?
cares? He doesn't
Yeah,
need it.
whatever.
So you don't
He's
think
just
he should get any reps? with
He,
the
sh-
first
he
team?
should play
LeBron?
like 5 minutes.
You talking about LeBron?
He literally...
He played 38 minutes a game last year.
Yeah, but you don't think he should at least get some first team reps?
No.
No, he
don't
doesn't.
need
It's not like
fucking
football.
preseason.
Like you
He
could
can go
plug
into
in
a coma for 2 months and come back out and be the
anywhere,
best player in the world.
anywhere. The only thing you need, like the only thing I can see being a problem is that the
Positioning?
Lakers not knowing how open they actually are.
Okay, yeah.
Because LeBron's going to
there's
squeak
difference
in
between
passes.
there's a difference between somebody running at you and goes like even someone's running at you, you're still open.
Like guess what? I was just telling Hunter this before we started recording. The NBA season doesn't really start till January.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
all of those games
Yeah.
to
The
figure it
preseason
out.
starts like in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, you have all those
However,
games
if you
to
get
figure it out.
If you get a hot start at the beginning of the season, it kind of gives you a little bit of. It gives you a little bit.
They have a
more
rough
rest.
stretch in the beginning of the
You
season.
talking about the Lakers?
The Lakers, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They have a
I'm just
rough
talking about
stretch.
it, like anybody, if you look at them, like Houston got off to a hot start last season. The Celtics did.
The expectations for the Lakers
kind of gives you.
should be tempered because they have such a rough start. So they're playing Golden State in the first 10 games.
Yeah.
Like I think they play Golden State,
Opening.
Houston,
No, they're not opening.
and I think Denver in like the first 5 games.
And that's how you can measure up against them, and also you'll play them again later in the season.
Exactly. So it's
They
seeing
don't play
how
against them until
much you
December.
need to learn. Because
I think they'll steal a few games from them too.
they will. Like I said, the fast break in Los Angeles is going to be very interesting to see because now LeBron gets to run on the fast break again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
LeBron
he-
hasn't
I
been
think
able
he's-
to.
I think he
carrier.
wants to. I think LeBron wants to run.
LeBron hasn't been able to run on the fast break since he was in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna play off the ball a lot.
Oh yeah.
Which should be very interesting to see because I can trust Rondo with the ball.
So his assist numbers will definitely dip, but I think his
Nope.
points and rebounds.
I
will
don't
go
think
up.
they.
You don't think so?
I think his points go up, his rebounds may go up a little bit, but his assists are going to stay the same because guess what? Guess who's real good at making that second pass? LeBron is. So you're going to outlet to LeBron. Oh, here's another person open.
Yeah.
Oh, Kuzma's on the wing.
Kuzma
Perfect.
open.
Oh, Lonzo's
KCP,
trailing. Perfect.
Might go down
KCP's
a
trailing.
bit, though.
Perfect.
It might go down a bit though.
If it
I don't
does,
think
I don't
it's
see it
gonna go
goes down
drastically.
like a solid number. It may go down like a 10th or like one of those numbers.
Yeah,
But
like from a 0.9 to 0.5.
he's gonna still get his assists. His points are definitely gonna go up. He's probably gonna average more
like
like closer
31?
to no, never.
No?
He's
He's averaging like 27, 28 already.
great. He has more offensive weapons now. Why does he need to score 30?
Yeah.
I think he's. But you just say you think he's gonna score more.
Yeah, he's
No,
gonna
they also
he's gonna
wanna use
average
him
like
on-
27, 28.
But that's his average.
His average last year was like 26, 27.
I read an article that said that the Lakers want to use him on defense a little bit more, so they don't want.
Hey, if he's gonna go out there and play defense, he's gonna go out there and play
so he's
defense.
holding the ball for 20 seconds, and then he's making a play by himself. So now he's able to like get the ball to Lonzo
Yeah, now
or give the
he's
ball to
saving
Rondo.
energy except for.
He
Right,
gets,
now
he
he
gets to
can get
exert
back
on
on
defense.
defense.
That's what I'm worried about with Kawhi Leonard is he's known as this like premier defender and
Yeah.
like the best
One of the
like
best
two-way
perimeter
players
defenders
and the
ever,
best
yeah.
perimeter player in the NBA. He can't be that if he has to be the number one option on offense. So I'm very interested.
like those 2 years when he was averaging like 22, 23, his defensive numbers dropped.
Yes. So I'm interested in seeing how it's going to balance out because the East isn't as strong as the West, and there's not really that many small forwards he's really going to have to guard besides Simmons, Giannis. Like, that's really it.
You can't think of anybody else.
Not off the top of my head.
Tatum, that's about it.
Tatum, yeah.
Hayward,
But it all really like depends what he's going to do
Yeah.
because,
Just kick him in the heel.
all right, Zaza. But it's going to be interesting to see how he plays out. And same thing with Paul George. Paul George had to carry more of an offensive load. When Paul George was only averaging 18 points a game, he was a lockdown defender. A lockdown defender.
He's a good two-way player.
Yeah. But then he had to pick up more of an offensive load.
so you got to sacrifice on the game.
Yes. That's why Melo was never a good defender because he was like, I'm going to exert everything on offense.
Right.
And he got
The only thing I'm
buckets.
curious to see about Kawhi is like, and I put in the same boat, but not like really like the same vicinity. I wouldn't like state it as like kind of being like similar, but he hasn't played basketball, like NBA basketball, in like 9 months. So I'm eager to see how he comes back against everybody because
More
it's
than
still an
that.
adjustment.
I don't count those
because
9 games.
because when you play the pickup games, like if you're playing pickup games at like the Y or something, or playing against a bunch of bums, it's still not an NBA game. You still got to get adjusted to it. So we'll see how it goes.
You got to get like game.
Same with Gordon Hayward. I'm eager to see how he comes back. I mean, there's going to be a lot of like mental errors.
Gordon's going to come back. I think you're over like playing how big of the injury, because I had the same injury as him.
Yeah, but you weren't playing professional basketball.
No, but I was able to come back and be normal again. And I still like work out like a motherfucker.
I'm gonna tell you something because it's interesting, because me and my pharmacist talk about this today, like my boss, where the difference between an athlete and a regular Joe Schmo like us, an ACL tear, it'll take me, you, and Hunter 8 weeks to fully recover.
The athlete will recover in like 4.
An athlete would take about almost a year.
Yeah.
Really
they're doing a lot more
because of how much pressure they're putting on their legs.
So
running,
ACL
jumping
is a lot different than a broken bone, right? So broken leg, he's been rehabbing, and literally he rehabbed more than I did, and I finished up like relatively quickly.
I'm not saying the physical aspect. I'm just saying the mental aspect, like him going.
The only thing he's going to be doing differently is not going up for alley-oops anymore. he shouldn't be doing that anyway.
He said he was like in an interview. He was saying that like, I don't like putting a lot of pressure on that leg. Still, I still got to get used to it. I don't like jumping off or like releasing off on that left leg. And
he'll be
you
fine.
Can see it. I mean, you can definitely see it.
Yeah.
He was like, my first pickup game back, I was jumping for every ball, every pump fake I was jumping for. So that's why I'm eager to see both of them back, because it's different play. It's like if you're training and like, unless you're like a freak of nature, and you're like Aaron Donald, who can miss all of training camp and come back and still be the greatest, defensive player in the league.
So going back to you and your fucking pharmacist person, like, athletes take forever. Didn't Adrian Pearson like tear his ACL or something a couple years back and came back in the season?
No. He
came back the next season.
The next season, they kind of rested him
and
the
won
first 4
MVP.
games. Yeah, they lightened his load the first 4 games, and he still rushed for 2,000 yards.
Yeah. So
how long was from the gap from when he tore it to came back? A season and some change?
I think he tore towards the
end of the season.
Yeah. And
this
then he was
technically
out for like the last
9 months
games.
is technically the full recovery time for an athlete.
Nah, I think
he came back early. He literally came back months early.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, well, he's also a freak of nature.
He's a freak of nature. So like,
Came back
my
to
thing is
2,000 yards.
with stuff like that is 2 things really help when you're recovering from injuries like that: your youth and how in shape you are.
Yeah.
When I broke my leg, the timetable for me to recover from breaking my leg was 8 to 12 weeks. I was walking in 6. And like, I didn't get fully recovered until like 7.5, 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. I came back 4 weeks early, and I was able to go and start doing like physical therapy stuff, like at the gym and doing it. And then literally I broke my leg in February, March. I was playing basketball again by May.
Yeah.
So it's all mental. If you're able to get back into it, like once I was like, I'm a little scared, and I was like, fuck it, I just need to go out there. I went out there.
Yeah,
fine.
Well, you conquered the mental aspect of it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so that's what they.
I'm not a weak bitch.
Yeah, but your livelihood isn't basketball paychecks.
Well, you could go be a fucking professional streamer. It doesn't matter.
Well, I don't know. Kawhi missed a season because of a bruised thigh. So
hey, injuries are different for everybody, man.
So
injuries.
Last thing I want to talk about before we get into our football talk, which I know you guys are excited for. Anthony Davis signed with Clutch Sports, which is LeBron's agent, and there's a possibility next year he might join LeBron. What you guys think?
Well, he'd have to get traded.
Yeah,
he's not a free agent. He has to get traded.
Yeah, he'd have to get traded because he signed a 5-year max.
It's not just Ingram. You have to give Ingram, probably Lonzo, and Josh Hart. You have to get rid of your young core.
Also, I don't know what it is about people just connecting every like possible free agent or person on the trade block to the Lakers, because
almost every player that's on Clutch Sports is either is or was on LeBron's team and a Nike sponsor. So every player that's under
Ben Simmons
Clutch Sports is basically under LeBron's realm, and most of them played with him already.
Yeah, but you can't. The Pelicans are going to have to be like, okay, let's trade them to the Lakers and make them one of the most unstoppable teams in the league. Nobody wants to trade anybody to the Lakers.
Unless they actually put up the best deal.
Unless they put up the best deal, which they're not going to.
That's real hard to say, dude.
I think
Magic Johnson would pull the trigger on AD. 100%.
That would just take him.
Magic Johnson would
Who else could put up a better deal than giving youth? and like promising youth.
I think the only player
Huh?
that the Lakers keep is
Really wanna
Kuz.
go there?
Yeah. So you're gonna tell me, okay? Because you're about to say Boston. You're gonna tell me.
I would say
You're gonna
I'd
tell
say
me
like the
you would
Celtics.
because you. Let me tell you what I'd ask for to get Anthony Davis. Jason Tatum would be the demanding piece I'd ask for.
Yes, it would.
And if
Would
you're
you take
Danny
Jason
Ainge,
Tatum,
if you're Danny Ainge and you offer Jason Tatum, you're an idiot.
no, yeah. So this
Don't.
is- and then
What's your
this is
counter
the
offer?
Lakers.
Oh, I won't give you Jason Tatum, but I'll give you Jaylen Brown. Fuck no. Fuck no.
That's why when Kawhi was like, oh, I want to go to the Lakers, and then Pop was like, fuck, I'm not sending you to the Lakers. I'm in the Western Conference. If you're gonna ship out a superstar,
If you don't give an option to where you want to go, you'll take whatever offer you can get.
yeah,
Anthony
but
Davis
you know
isn't
he's gonna be
actively
like,
saying
get me to LA. You know he's gonna be like that.
he doesn't have to. Like players do that to put the organization in a bind. Guess what? Anthony Davis is still under contract.
Yeah, I mean,
Worst case scenario, he sits out like Tracy McGrady did before he got traded to the Knicks. Like
you gotta sit out a long time.
Like it is what it is. But like if LA comes and they're like, we'll give you Ingram, Hart, two, 3 future first round picks. How do you deny that?
Unprotected picks.
Yeah, how do you deny that?
But if you're safe, say if you're Philadelphia and you're like, I'll give you Fultz. I don't know who else. Fultz.
They would have,
Who's that other guy that
they would
got
have to
that they
see
just
how
drafted?
Fultz does this year. Though.
Yeah, so and for Philly, the
Also,
only
Ingram's
pieces.
not the-
So Philly's pieces work well for Philly. They wouldn't work anywhere else. So the only person that you'd really have leverage for would be you'd literally have to ask for Ben Simmons,
Yeah.
or you
With
had
Joel Embiid
because
and
nobody's going to take Fultz, Covington, and Dario.
I think if it depends on the direction that the Pelicans would want to go in because, like, say like the Spurs, they weren't like, I want to get all these draft assets. They're like, I want to get
Players.
a player, I want to get a superstar player back. I want to get a star player back.
Yeah.
That's how they and the Pelicans aren't going to be obliged to trade them. They're not going to be like, I don't have to trade you. You got 2-3 years left on your
Yeah,
contract.
you have to also like if you're going to make the trade, you also have to make sure it's like a win-win. Whoever
gotta be a
gets the star
win-win.
wins the trade, right?
Right.
That's who it is. But you have to make sure there's value.
Now, if Anthony Davis was a free agent next year, I'd be like, oh shit, watch out. He might go to LA because they got a max slot, but he's not a free agent.
But literally, the Lakers, if you're going to trade for a star, they have probably
gonna be
the
the
best
hardest-
assets to trade.
That has a star on the team.
That has a
That
star.
already
You're like,
has-
oh, you're going to play with LeBron. You're going to get a guaranteed trip to the playoffs and probably a guaranteed trip to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
it's always a surprise team though that comes in and is like that fucking trade.
But it's like, if you're Boston, you can't make that trade because they're going to ask
you
for
don't
too
make that
much.
trade. No, you don't make
You-
that
they're
trade.
literally asking
That's
for
why I said like Philadelphia.
because they're going to Boston's going to make the phone call and they're like, "Hi, Dan, you going to try to fleece us?" All right. Well, if you want AD, you literally have to give us Tatum, Rozier, Hayward, and 3 future first round picks. And Danny Ainge will be like, "I can't fleece this man. Hang up.
Yeah.
I'll give you Jaylen Brown."
Apparently
I don't
they
think
were on
anybody
the.
wants to do deals with Danny Ainge.
If you are, you're stupid.
Apparently before they got Kyrie and before they got Hayward, apparently Danny Ainge did call the Pelicans and was like I'll give you this, this, and this. I'm not sure who was in the deal, but apparently the Pelicans GM, like Anthony Davis said, he walked into his office and was like, "Is this true?" And it was like, "Yeah, they called, but we hung up." You know?
Yeah.
You don't trade them. You don't trade them if you're not going to get anything
You don't
back
trade
in return.
potentially the best player after LeBron James retires.
Anthony Davis is the best big in the league
yeah.
for.
I think
This is gonna be the year where I determine whether Anthony Davis is gonna be the best big in the league and the best big that's gonna take over the NBA
If he
because
makes
I
the
want to see Embiid.
he's.
I need to see what Embiid does this year
I don't think. I don't know.
because
I don't
Embiid is literally the biggest, besides Davis, the biggest mismatch at big man.
Seeing what Anthony
The only
Davis
thing
did
it-
at the end of last year after Boogie Cousins went down, I think he's in.
The only thing AD has over Embiid is speed.
And I think after the Pelicans did
And
not
health.
sign,
Health, yeah.
after the Pelicans did not re-sign Rondo and at least give DeMarcus Cousins a minimum deal or at least a
He's
1 year deal.
pissed.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
mad.
out. He's gonna. I think he's. I don't know. I think that was like the last straw for him. But he can't just be like, all right, trade me there. You got 3 years left on your deal. 2 after this year.
He could literally just do it like I could do the Kawhi Leonard thing. He's like, I just won't play, dude. I have an injury.
Well, Kawhi had
I'll
1 year
have
left.
surgery. I'll have surgery. I'm out. Like,
I'd be like, go
athletes
sit
will
for
be
2
petty. Like they will do what they want to do to get out of a situation. They will do what they have to do.
Yeah, but
Does
he's
it look bad? Yeah, it
Looks
does.
I don't think Anthony Davis is that type of guy.
No, I don't think so either. But Anthony Davis could be like, you guys don't know what you're doing. Just trade me.
Right.
I don't think
it'll
he's-
get to that point.
I don't think he's going to say where he wants to get traded to
He's like, give me the
because
ball.
he's going to be like, get me out of here.
Because
Yeah.
the Pelican squad, I
Now,
like how the Pelican squad
Besides
looks
the Lakers,
Garbage.
So besides like Lakers, Boston, Philly, what would be one team where you'd be like, okay, I want to see him go there because of somebody
San
that they
Antonio.
have? San Antonio.
I would like to see him in San Antonio, but
Miami.
I was just about to say Miami.
Miami's the thing is, here's the thing with
Don't
Miami
shit on
for
Miami.
me. This is one thing about Miami for me. I don't know why these players want to go there when Miami really doesn't have that many things besides no
They're
state income
literally.
Are you
It's
serious?
Miami. It's
It
South
Miami.
Beach.
Miami.
tax. Yeah, but don't you want to play with good players?
Shut your
Josh
whore
Richardson
mouth.
is Tyler.
They just
But
don't
they
have good
might
players
get
right
Jimmy
now.
Butler.
They're
Hassan
one. They're
Whiteside is out of here.
They're literally one player away from being some attraction again. They went through their rut when they lost LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. That is bound to happen. When Jordan and Pippen left the Bulls, how long did it take for the Bulls to get their next guy?
Wow.
2008.
10 years.
Yeah.
10
Literally
years.
10 years to get their next guy.
Yeah, Derrick Rose. Yeah.
They've made playoffs the
The Knicks.
past 2 years. Didn't they overachieve?
Yes. When the Knicks had Patrick Ewing, John Starks, Larry Johnson, like all Allen Houston, when did they just get their next guy?
Just
When
2
Melo
years
in
ago?
2007.
Yeah.
Who? Knicks?
The Knicks.
They got him in 2010.
2010. Thank you. Stat guy.
That's
Literally
20 years.
10
Because he was on the
years.
Nuggets and then he got
Literally
traded.
10 years to get your guy. Teams have droughts after they're really good. Guess what? Guess what's gonna happen to Golden State when everybody's like, "We're done here." They're gonna have their drought. They're all gonna have their drought. Teams have their drought. Orlando, when they went to the finals in 2010.
Yeah.
Go. Dwight Howard left. Oh, guess who's in a rut?
Yeah.
Orlando.
Yeah, Miami's like that scrappy. They're like that.
Guess who
scrappy
has one of the
team.
best owners in the league? Miami. They got
Best
the
One of the
Godfather.
best locations.
The
Not
Godfather.
He's a
Pat
GM.
Beverly
Of the
doesn't
GM.
own
Okay, GM. My bad.
I was about
They
to
have
say,
the
what?
Godfather at
Mickey
GM.
Ayers,
Mickey Erickson actually is a very good owner.
Yeah, he's a good owner. Yeah.
But
Oh, speaking of owners, do you want to know who I didn't know owned 49% of the Nets?
who?
So, the CEO
Your mother.
of Alibaba, some Asian dude.
Great.
Ew.
Thanks for that useless stat that disappointed me.
This Miami Heat team kind of reminds me of that Brad Stevens Boston team before they got Isaiah.
Of course they
Thomas.
do.
It just reminds me of it. No, it just reminds me of it. Not being serious. It just reminds me of it where they're like scrappy defensively.
Yeah, but they have literally no. My thing is they don't have the offensive talent.
That's why I said scrappy defensively.
Yeah, but
They're
it's,
like that's how that Boston team was.
yeah, but the Boston team also had who running their point guard?
Mondo.
Wait, which team? You talking about?
That like 2014 Boston team.
Oh, Isaiah
before-
Thomas. That still
Before they
averaging
traded
20.
for Isaiah Thomas in
It was
2008.
Rondo.
Oh, it was Rondo. Yeah,
No, because they traded Rondo.
to the Kings.
Yeah, no, to the Mavs. They traded him to the Mavs.
Correct. Thank you.
But that was
Who
I
was
think,
on that team then? I forgot.
I think it was Avery Bradley, Brandon Bass.
Oh yeah. Even then, they're still solid team.
Kelly Olynyk just got
I
drafted.
think
No, that team was-
Boston
that
is the
team was
only
not good
team
on
that
offense.
never.
They were
That's
good.
a product of how bad the East was. If that team
They
made
had
it to the.
drought.
in the 90s.
They had a drought, but they were scrappy
Yeah,
defensively.
they had a drought.
And then
Yeah,
they
but
got
they haven't had a
Isaiah
drought
Thomas.
recently.
That was
Yeah, Boston, another team that after they won their championship had a drought.
right.
for not for like a year or two.
4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 year drought.
I actually just recently watched a history of the Celtics team after from 2008 to
It's
2000 to now. They
It
literally
would have been longer,
missed the
but they
playoffs.
committed a robbery.
Yeah, missed the playoffs for 2 seasons and then exited the first round 2 more seasons. And then ended up getting Isaiah moving forward. So it was like a 4 or 5 year rebuild.
Yeah, they missed the playoffs.
We don't know how long
Yeah.
the Nets been in a drought for since Jason Kidd and Vince
2003
Carter. Since like 2007,
Our time's coming.
8.
soon.
We're way past.
When I say soon, probably in the next 10 years.
Karis LeVert,
That's
brother.
me.
This Karis LeVert's here. I'm telling you, this Karis LeVert's here.
You are the worst. You are the worst homer than Hunter is.
That's my guy.
I
You're just like shitty players.
let me.
Karis LeVert's my fucking guy.
You
Shout
like
out
bum
Karis LeVert.
players. You literally love bum players. Like Karis LeVert's really not that good. Really not that good. No,
Until this
he's
year.
not. You also like Marshawn Brooks. Get the fuck
That's
out
my
of here.
guy. Number 8 on Memphis Grizzlies.
I've hated Marshawn Brooks since the day we drafted
He can
him.
get buckets.
He doesn't get buckets. How does he get buckets? If he got buckets, he'd still be in the league. Getting buckets. He does not get buckets.
You can see his face looking at me right now.
Is that a slurp?
I hate unrealistic shit. Nobody on our team
tell
is
you
good.
what.
Get rid of everybody.
This is the year of the Dylan Barreto rage. I'll tell you what.
Oh my god. I don't think I've ever been this angry before in my life. I'm generally like a happy-go-lucky
This year
guy.
is not his year. I've never seen him so angry.
I gotta get this man some
before.
unloaded peen.
Literally, there is not a single person on this Nets team that can't go. Not a single person. I want us to actually enter free agency with 0 people on our roster.
Zero.
You know what? There's
Straight up
one
stretch.
person who's protected on this roster, and that's Shabazz.
What about
Oh
Spencer?
my god, that's his.
He can go too.
I
I love Shabazz.
love Jared Allen,
Do you know why I love Shabazz?
Why?
Because I watched him win national titles in UConn.
but he ain't doing much in the NBA.
He was actually a great backup to Dame.
Backup. Jordan Farmer.
Okay.
Ooh.
A great backup to Dame. He's going to have his opportunity. Guess who's going to be the starting point guard next year?
Kemba?
No, we're not getting him.
D'Angelo. Still.
Nope, he'll be traded. Guarantee it.
Nick
How much?
Kimba say he wants to stay.
Kemba's afraid. They're not re-signing him. Jordan's been trying to trade him for 3 years.
trying to trade.
Jordan's been trying to trade for 3 years. Nobody wants to trade him because he's going to leave anyway.
You know, he's got like a really good contract. He might
He
get
said
traded before
yesterday
the
he wanted to
All-Star.
stay.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
Guess who
but-
doesn't want him to stay?
But who is this?
Jordan.
Kemba Walker.
Yeah,
Jordan
Kemba Walker
doesn't
said he
want
wants to
Kemba to stay.
Kemba wants to be a Hornet for life. But
And Jordan doesn't want him to be a Hornet for life. Jordan wants him out of there, but nobody's going to trade for him.
Kemba's numbers.
Don't be shocked if Kemba ends up in Miami, too.
I don't get it.
Listen, Kemba's numbers are identical to Kyrie's. He
Kemba's a
averages
good
more.
The problem is
assists than
Jordan's a terrible GM and hasn't put the correct pieces
Yeah,
around him.
Kyrie. Terrible owner.
He's also their GM.
No, Mitch Kupchak.
I know Mitch Kupchak's their GM, but guess who authorizes all the moves?
Jordan.
Jordan.
And you also fucking gave Nicholas Batum that fucking dumbass deal.
Yo, I thought Nick Batum was done when he got traded from Portland, but whatever. Like, apparently I know nothing. The only other player I like on the team is Jeremy Lamb, because also watched him win national titles at UConn.
UConn.
You one of the best shooters of all time is from UConn.
Ray Allen.
Ray Allen. Yup.
Rip Hamilton.
Rip Hamilton. Yup.
Gordon Hayward. Gordon.
Ben Gordon?
Ben Gordon. That's
Yup.
what I was about to say.
I have a.
Charlie Villanueva.
All right.
Keep that comment.
Yeah, you already knew what I was about to say.
Kevin Ollie.
Kevin Ollie, not good in the NBA, but hey, whatever.
Josh Boone, Marcus Williams.
Yo, get the fuck out of my face. Don't you dare mention that man's name ever again.
Josh Boone.
Josh Boone, get him the
Or
fuck
Jamario
away
Moon.
from me. Jamario Moon. I'll take Jamario Moon over Josh Boone. Get the fuck out of here. Josh Boone is 7'2", 240 pounds of pure fucking garbage. If you see those garbage cans I got in the backyard? Yeah. That's Josh Boone. Y'all know I got a bunch of NBA players in my fucking backyard. Josh Boone's back there. Roy Hibbert's back there. Like, we're good. Jesus Christ. No, everybody on our team is expendable. Get them all the way the fuck removed. Get them out. The fact that you like anybody on our team, I don't give a fuck. They're all bums. I don't care. If you keep trying to create this narrative that Jared Allen's going to be a top 5 center in this league, you're crazy. He knows that he's not good. He needs to cut his afro. His mustache is cheesy. I had that same mustache when I was 13 years old in middle
know you
school.
did.
Get the fuck out of here with that. Everybody can go. Everybody can go. You want to know why? Because everybody on that team is a symbol of what we don't have.
Which is a superstar.
This is a good
Yes.
segue to the NFL.
It's a
Moving
symbol
on.
of what we don't have because of poor ownership in the past.
Yeah.
You should hate everybody. You should hate this team. Now that I'm more calm, I think I'm actually more enraged than I've ever been on here. We're gonna fucking move on to the NFL. What the fuck happened last week?
Dude. We all did terrible.
We did so bad making picks. I think the only person with positive wins was Hunter.
Did I?
Yeah, you're the
Even
only.
with my lone wolves.
You didn't win. You
I
won
had
like
one
two.
lone-
You had one lone wolf. You won 3 games.
Damn, I'm only
Hunter won like 7 games. Steven won 6 games. I won 5.
Oh man, that's bad.
Like Lori, like Steve. Heads up. Spoiler alert. Steven's in first place now by 1. He's 24, 22 and 2. I'm 23, 23 and 2. Hunter is 18, 27 and 2, and Alfredo is 16, 29
You were
and 2.
ahead by 1 last week.
I was ahead by 1, but now
you're
you're
behind, bitch.
Your mother's a whore.
So is yours.
Don't you talk about my mother that way. All right, so
Back of the line, bitch.
your mother's in the back of the line. Fuck you.
So's yours.
No, she's not. Don't you talk about her. You're being such a bitch. Don't talk about my mother that way, you fuck.
Ask your mother, Trebek.
My mother will beat your mother's ass.
I think my mother would win that fucking match, okay?
You're a piece of shit. That's not true. Anyway, week 3 is over. It's in the books. We're now officially on week 4 with the end of this Thursday night game. The first quarter of the NFL is coming upon us. What are some opinions and shockers that are really surprising you guys right now?
I don't want to talk about it.
With the Patriots being...
Come on, Patriots bias.
The Patriots will be fine.
Come at me with that same energy, fuck boy.
They'll be fine.
They definitely
I've been shitting on him on Twitter because it's like, I know Josh Gordon is, I know he's on the team, but he was inactive. You got 3 wide receivers. You got Gronk. And Gronk's really the only competent receiver on your team. What are you playing?
For those listening at home, I am literally sitting in my chair playing the world's tiniest violin because I don't give a fuck.
But that's my opinion on the team. The defense is
I'll
fucking
tell you
terrible.
what.
Your defense is terrible. My
Gronk
Packers
looks like
defense
he lost
is
a
terrible.
step.
I think Gronk.
Who lost a step?
I think, Gronk. He said Gronk lost a step. The more and more I watch this season, the more and more I watch the Patriots because we're in fucking New England. That's all I can fucking watch when the Jets aren't on. I always pay attention to the Patriots because they're my most hated team of all time. The Patriots will be fine. Gronk won't be. Gronk has lost a step. He's still super dominant, but
I think he's all right.
I literally give him 2 seasons before he calls it quits.
Well, if you're thinking about retirement, then you're going to retire. So
He's already been thinking about retirement.
That's what I'm saying.
He's out in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't think he can sustain it. I think his injuries are kind of slowly creeping up to him, which sucks because me as a football fan, I absolutely love Gronkowski. The only thing I hate about Gronkowski is the fucking logo that's on the side of his helmet. And he's such a unique talent where he can literally be the greatest tight end of all time, and I hate that injuries have sidelined him.
He's the greatest tight end talent of all time for sure.
Okay, so we'll do that. Well, the greatest tight end talent of all time, but his injuries are going to cut him short of being the greatest tight end of all time.
Yeah.
Because it's going to force him for early retirement. And
It's
that's
cool to
upsetting.
even see other tight ends like Shannon Sharp be like, he's better than me.
Yeah, no. Even Tony Gonzalez. But I also love watching Shannon Sharp and Tony Gonzalez argue. Yeah. But, Steven, what's some takeaways you have so far?
Aaron Rodgers' knee. What's really wrong with it? I think he's really hurt.
I think they're actually...
He looks like an old man limping around out there.
Yeah, they're definitely hiding something. He definitely tore something in his knee. Or is a partial tear or something. They're hiding something to keep that shit under wraps.
He got paid guaranteed money. He's gonna play through it.
Yeah, and the league's literally... I think their team is just like, we paid you, you're playing.
They're like, Phillip Rivers played on a torn ACL. Get your ass back out.
Yeah,
he played that one game, though.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how this rolls out because that injury looks a lot more serious than they've been leading on.
Also, if you play on a sprain and if you're not giving it rest, like if they sat him for a week, I think it'd be all right.
Like
he's not playing like he normally plays. He's running around. That's his thing, is running around.
Yeah. So he's running around and he's putting pressure on that knee. It's just going to swell up more. It's just going to hurt him more.
He's not running around.
If they want to give this team the opportunity to win,
and also his offensive line's not that good,
they need to just sit him. Like there's no point in wasting the beginning of your season for a game or two. If you know Aaron is going to get you those 2 games back when he's healthy.
Right. So that's why I'd say sit him down.
The division isn't great. We saw Minnesota lose to Buffalo and tonight lose to the Rams. Yep. And then Chicago is not going to sustain this.
Season away.
Chicago is not going to be able to sustain this performance. Their defense is performing.
Right.
That's the only reason they're in games.
Trubisky was trying to give the game to Arizona last week.
Exactly. Like, they're not going to sustain it. So it's like, sit him for a week or two. Let him get back to fucking being Aaron.
Yeah, we've seen the Vikings start off, what was it, a couple years ago, 5-0, and then they ended up missing the playoffs. Cardinals a couple years ago went 4-0, then went 4-12. They lost 12 straight games.
Yeah.
We've seen that.
Give up 2 games to get that shit back.
Yep.
Give up 2 games to win your division.
That's what I said.
Like, be safe, be smart, bet on arguably the best quarterback in the league. Don't make him stay on the field if he's fucking wounded. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Okay. Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, really quick before we get started, I tried to find something for you, Hunter. I couldn't find it.
Oh.
Found this at my store.
He's got gifts. Oh, I got Jets Pepsi. Pepsi!
That's the only thing we had. Okay.
Give it to me.
This is a Coke house. Oh, I shouldn't say that out loud. That actually did.
Wow.
I'm a Pepsi drinker.
I tried finding Hunter one, but I literally looked everywhere.
All was needed was a plain can.
You know
of
what?
Pepsi.
The only thing that can make this better is if there was a Coke symbol on the side. So thank you for the
I'm
gift.
sorry, man.
And then for those at home, there you
You ever
go.
bring that in this house?
Yeah, honestly, next time you come into my house with fucking Pepsi, I'm shooting you. So
You gotta search his ass now.
So
probably smuggling it up his butt. I'm not going up there. Definitely tastes like it.
Unfortunately, I didn't watch enough footage of the game of Redskin-Packers game, but from what I can see, just from the defensive stats and percentages,
Y'all couldn't stop the run.
we're terrible at defense. We tried the 2 cornerbacks, one in the first round, one in the second round. The only person that's really doing much is HaHa Clinton-Dix. He's the only person statistically that's doing the best defensively.
So let me go ahead and defend cornerbacks really quick because I guess apparently I'm the DB guy.
Yeah.
So let rookie corners give
Make
an
mistakes.
opportunity to grow. Like
But when
playing
you play
college.
with Aaron Rodgers is like,
Yeah, but he's not
immediate,
playing with Aaron
unfortunately.
Rodgers. So like,
It's not their job to tackle the running back.
yeah, when your corners have to be the guys leading your team in tackles, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a front 7 problem.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say is these roughing the passer calls are getting ridiculous.
Oh my, they need to go. They're
I
too
thought
soft. It's
I
too
thought
fucking
against
soft.
the Vikings game, the play calls were warranted. The pass interference calls were warranted.
Mm-hmm.
After watching them last week, they're getting ridiculous, and
They need to adjust the rule.
they need to stop calling it because you can't stop
A
momentum.
dude tore his ACL trying to save the quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guess what? Derek Carr said, "I'd rather go drive into the ground than him tear his ACL."
Yeah, they said there's a new way to sack the quarterback, so the quarterback to land on top of you.
There is a way to do it, and it's how
You can't do that at full speed.
Exactly.
When you grab them.
That's why Aaron
they
Donald-
want everybody to sack quarterbacks the way Von Miller and Khalil Mack sack, by going for the ball and pulling the arm.
Did you see what Aaron Donald just did in that game? Like to
No,
in the fourth
because you
quarter?
had your eyes gazed on it while we were in conversation.
He grabbed him and swung him around.
He
tossed
grabbed
his
him
ass on the
down,
fucking.
not when he's trying to jump on him before
Yeah.
he gets the ball off.
So he just grabbed him.
But the thing is, if you're sacking the quarterback, the job of the defender, whoever's coming to sack the quarterback, is to not let him throw the ball. Don't let him throw the ball. And how are you supposed to actually wrap and tackle if you can't wrap and tackle?
Yeah, Von Miller said.
Just go for the ball.
Von Miller said something pretty interesting. He said, he's an outside rusher.
Yeah.
And he said this. He was like, I'm an outside rusher. I'm looking at the ball. I'm not looking at the quarterback. So I'm looking to just get to the ball. So if I
Like
can
Clay
get the ball
Matthews
out-
has blitzed middle.
So he said, he's like, it's a lot different from these interior linemen. They don't look at the ball. They're looking at the body because they're going head on. I'm coming.
It's the
from
only
the
opportunity
side.
they have.
Yeah. He's like, I can get the ball out that way. He's like, I'm just looking at the ball. I'm not looking at the body or at the quarterback.
Which is ridiculous
So that was
because
pretty smart.
it's just pretty soon it's gonna be
Good
like how
insight.
they do in practice, where you have to touch the quarterback and that's it, or be near him.
Yeah,
And you know what? You
It's
know
gonna
what's
be
so
flag
ironic?
football pretty soon.
You know what's so ironic is that they made that rule because
because of Aaron Rodgers.
The
And guess who
Packers.
it's hurting the most? The Packers.
Yep.
So
For the
it's
Packers.
ridiculous. That's what I was going to say. So the thing that's shocking me literally the most is the amount of the pussification of the NFL. Like, nobody's getting hit anymore. Like, granted, CTE, concussions, like, I get that. But, like, you're not making football anymore. And it's literally, you can't, I'm not a physicist. I dropped out of college halfway through my first semester. But I think I do understand from, being a fucking human being that if you're running one direction and you grab someone to fall on them, it's very hard to change trajectory so you don't land on them. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not fair to the defenders who all their life we're taught to do one thing and one thing only, and that's tackle.
Yep.
Your job is to tackle. Now you're telling them they can't
To
tackle.
tackle from this target, from this height to this low.
Yeah, and it's all because of a quarterback with a paper mache collarbone. So
Don't worry. Don't worry. There are some Tom Brady rules that have fucking saved you guys
Oh
too.
yeah, there's Tom Brady.
there's Tom Brady rules, but
like,
this is coming back to haunt the Packers.
but it's like it's so ridiculous that defenses can't be defenses. Defenses win championships.
Yeah.
And now you're saying, no, we want offenses to win championships.
There's
Guess
like-
what?
I
I'd
just
take
think
a
that-
great defense versus a great offense any day of the fucking week. I don't know if I'm alone on that theory.
No, I'd rather
But-
have good defense.
It's like if you're not allowed to stop the quarterback from making plays, what's the point of a defensive line? What's the point of linebackers?
So you'd rather have a great defense and a solid offense rather than a great offense and a solid defense?
Yes.
I'd have it the other way around.
I'd rather have that 2000s Baltimore
Because
Ravens
it only-
team.
He's,
No,
he's
because
thinking millennial ways.
whatever. Because
Give me that-
Because
Because what happens
remember,
more
he's a
often?
Patriots fan. He
What
hasn't
happens
had a
more
good
often?
defense in 8 years.
What happens more often? That's right. It
defense
takes a
wins the
once in a
championship.
generational defense to fucking win. That's what it takes.
That's why
Once
I
in a
said I'd
generation.
take
But
a
defense
great
wins the
defense.
championship.
You know
Yeah,
what
but
defense?
also-
You know what defense I'd rather take than any of the great offenses that come in the NFL?
The
I'd
Bears?
take that 2000s Raven defense over any
Oh,
of those
yeah.
offenses that have come in.
How about those?
I would
85
take
Bears?
the Legion of Boom
Yeah.
versus any of those great offenses. The only reason Legion of Boom didn't win the ring is because of a bad offensive play call.
Yep. They should have ran
The
it.
defense played their game. The defense
ran
did
it.
their job. The offensive
Defense
play
gave
call
up a
is the
lead
only
in
reason
the
they don't
fourth
have
quarter.
back-to-back rings.
Defense gave up a lead in the fourth quarter.
Great, and guess who gave up the game in the fourth quarter? The offense.
The defense.
The offense gave up the game. So, and guess what won that Super Bowl? A defensive play.
Yeah, but it wasn't a great.
I'd take a
it's
great defense any
not a-
day of the
that
week.
wasn't a great defense.
Even when the
It was a
Packers
It was a
played
great
the-
defensive play,
Even
but
when the
defense
Packers
wins
played the
championships.
Steelers,
The
there was a good-
Packers Steelers, that Green Bay Packers defense was elite.
Yeah, today's NFL.
BJ
you need to
Raji.
be solid
Ooh,
in-
that little Shakira hip movement.
Look about the Minnesota Vikings last year. Their defense is great. The Eagles defense last year was great.
Yeah, but the Eagles also had a really good offense
And guess what also won the Super Bowl? A defensive play.
and their offense.
A defensive
the
play to
Patriots
stop
didn't
the
have-
offense.
Defense.
No.
A fumble?
A great defensive play at the end of the game. The Eagles' defense was trash throughout the game.
Defense wins championships. Guess what won that
They do.
championship?
Defense.
A defensive play.
A play, but
But
their
it's
offense
defense.
didn't
No,
win
it's
the game.
defensive play.
Defensive play. If that defensive play doesn't happen, the Patriots probably win that game.
But it was great offense that kept them in the game.
But what concealed the win?
The defense.
single play.
Stripped
On
back.
what? Defense.
Yes, but it
Thank
was a
you.
single play.
Point proven.
Great defense, as in like great defense throughout the season.
No, I'm talking about
throughout
like
a game, or
but
throughout-
like let's say we're in the
That was
Super
not
Bowl.
a great defense throughout a game. And if you're
It
saying
was,
that,
but it was a great defensive play,
one play.
and that won the game. If that
Would-
defensive
would
play
you
doesn't
say that-
happen,
Are you
they
saying
don't win.
that Patriots 2014 defense was that a great defense?
No, not at all.
There you go.
But it was still a great play. Guess what won that game? Defense won that game.
A play won the game.
A defensive.
On defense.
Defensive play.
Thank
But
you.
defense
What play
doesn't
was
win
it? Don't
games.
say a
I don't
play.
understand what point you're trying to
What
make
was the
here.
No, I'm just
What point you're
saying.
trying to make?
I
You're
think
making
the point
us all
he's
look
trying to
good.
make
No,
is
no.
offense is what gets you into the game.
Right.
Yeah, but defense wins
Today's
it.
But
NFL, that's
defense
what happens.
wins it.
But
though.
defense
When
wins
the
it, man.
defense wins it.
Like I understand your point, Hunter, but at the end of
No, but if you had a
I get
terrible
your- I get
offense,
your
you're not
point,
winning
too.
the game.
but what's winning?
Look at
these
the
games
Ravens team.
Is a defense.
That's a once in a generational defense.
Yeah, I'd rather have the once in a generational defense than the once in a
But you
generational
win, like, one
offense.
ring.
Hey, I'd rather have that once in a lifetime defense versus the once in a lifetime offense.
Yeah, and then if you look at the one,
When's
once
the
in a
last
gen-
time the once in a lifetime offense won a ring?
Go ahead.
99
We're
Rams.
We're waiting.
There you go, 99 Rams.
It wasn't a
I ain't
once in a
watch- I ain't started
generation
watching football
offense.
till-
Are you talking? You're
That-
saying the greatest show on turf wasn't a once in a generational offense?
That defense, they didn't play a great defense.
That Titans defense?
Oh, no way. That was
No, they weren't a great defense, but they were once in a generational offense.
We
All right.
we can name more once in a generation defenses that have won a Super Bowl the last 15 years
Than
than that Rams team.
You can name offenses that have gotten there.
But can you name that of one? You named one in 99.
You named one.
I could give you one in this
06
decade.
Colts, 06 Colts.
That was not a once.
Marvin
in a-
Harrison.
serious?
That was not a once in a
Peyton
lifetime
Manning.
offense. That offense was not a once-in-a-lifetime offense, dude.
That wasn't a
They were
record
great
offense.
That Broncos team that faced the Seahawks, I'd say, is a better offense
Yeah.
than that Colts team.
Even though defense.
But
won
also
game.
that Super Bowl, when everybody was going into it, Peyton Manning plays poor and cold games. I knew that was going to be a poor game by him.
Are you making an excuse?
No, I'm just talking about the
I
game.
can name a defense this decade that
The Broncos defense.
the Broncos defense,
I just
the
said that, yeah.
Seahawks defense, the Giants defense at one point was a great defense against the Patriots when they stopped the 17-0.
The Ravens defense.
Both Ravens defenses.
Yeah.
in 2011,
That
or
Ravens
2012,
that was a good defense.
Yeah, the
that
Ravens
wasn't a once in a lifetime defense, but that was a very good defense.
It was a good defense. It was Joe Flacco though that was balling out in the playoffs.
Yeah, Ray Lewis.
No, it wasn't Joe Flacco. It was
In the
Anquan
playoffs?
Bolden. Get it right.
It was
In the
Anquan-
playoffs?
it was
Anquan Bolden.
Anquan Bolden did have a great
bailed out
playoffs.
Joe
Bolden
Flacco
saved,
that
bailed
whole
him out of
Hold on,
so many
hold on.
plays.
You shut your mouth and let me speak.
Wow, I'm helping you.
And fucking saved Joe Flacco's ass that whole playoff. So don't say it was Joe Flacco that won. It was Anquan
said he
Bolden
had a
that
good
won those
playoffs.
games in that Super Bowl. Because Joe Flacco was throwing. Anquan
God,
Bolden bailed his ass out.
I'm just trying to help you, and you just told me to shut up. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. I think I'm the biggest Joe Flacco hater in this room, and you're over here fucking yelling at me. I'm like, oh, there's an opportunity for me to say Joe Flacco sucks. I got this.
No, fucking Hunter was like, oh, it was Joe Flacco that won. No,
No,
Anquan Bolden.
I said
You look
he had
at
a
all the key
good
plays.
playoffs.
Joe Flacco, it would have been intercepted.
I'm
Anquan
just
Bolden
not
had
sure
to
where my
bust
statement's
his
wrong.
ass.
He had a good playoff.
Dude, your verbal butt is so red right now. He is
Oh,
spanking.
I'm not sure he's spanking me. I'm right. He had a good
Joe
playoffs.
Flacco-
He threw
Joe
no
Flacco
interceptions at
It was
playoffs.
Anquan Bolden.
No interceptions at playoffs.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
know what?
so
Wait,
I'm
wait,
gonna
wait.
I'm gonna be the adult here,
10 touchdowns,
and
10
I'm gonna
interceptions?
change
You know-
the subject.
No. Let me get my point out.
Oh,
You know
these
why he didn't
Barretto
have
boys
any
are at it
interceptions?
again.
You know why he didn't have any interceptions? Because
Anquan
Anquan Bolden bailed his ass out. Are you fucking serious?
Chris Harrison,
Go
too.
look at those playoff games.
I think we need to get
Go
our
look
blood
at
pressure
that.
checked. I think we need to get our blood pressure checked, and we should probably go and actually talk to a real
I'm fine. When
therapist.
he said it's asinine.
It's not
He had-
asinine. I said he had a good playoffs, did he not?
He didn't. He said he had no turnovers. Yeah.
When
You
did I
know
think of
why?
asinine? I think of the Pokemon from. Never mind.
That playoffs
You
game
know,
was a big ass nitro.
you know why? You know why he had good
Arcanine?
Because Anquan Bolden threw fucking bailed.
All right, so I'm gonna
Horrible
step in
pass.
here. Joe Flacco's garbage. Joe
He
Fluco.
is good. I'm
Anquan
not
saved
saying
him.
he's
We're
good.
moving on. We don't
I
need
don't
to.
like Joe Flacco.
I'm mad that we've wasted this much time talking about Joe Flacco. Can we move the fuck on? Thank you. Next thing that's really surprised me. Where the fuck did Patrick Mahomes come from? And why does he sound like Kermit the Frog?
He came from Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
That's where he came from.
Red.
All right, you guys, I'm real happy that y'all decided to give me that fucking sarcasm, you piece of shit.
Kermit the Frog here.
Kermit the Frog here. I play quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Really quick, worst voice: Evan Turner or Pat Mahomes?
Evan Turner. Oh, dude. And please, everybody, go listen to Evan Turner speak.
No.
My name is Evan
Okay.
Turner from Ohio State
Do yourself a
University.
favor and don't.
God. Patrick Mahomes just sounded like me doing Kermit. That's literally how he sounds. Back when I was at Texas Tech, I threw the ball from my knee with a little bit of wind for about 85 yards. If I could do the ball right now, I could probably get like 85 yards without the wind, yeah.
Oh God, if he becomes the face of the league, I can't listen to the promos.
He don't have none of the voice of the league. Jesus Christ.
They got a voice over him with
Somebody give that guy Paul Heyman.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and my client, Patrick Mahomes. Oh my fucking God. But what, honestly, like, all jokes aside,
Really quick,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Heyman or Fat Man Scoop, the best hype man ever.
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman.
Fuck Fat Man
That
Scoop.
fucking guy.
No, fuck Fat Man
Paul
Scoop.
Heyman.
Paul Heyman's
Fat Man
legit.
Scoop's got one fucking song. Fat Man Scoop, Crooked Clan, Timberland. Whatever you say, y'all. Whatever I say, y'all gotta do now. Do now. Do now. Do now.
All right, copyrights.
We can only use 8 seconds.
Jesus Christ. We're getting to the most of these 8 seconds. Fair use at its finest. Patrick Mahomes, though, 13 touchdowns, 0 interceptions
Fuck. In 3 games.
in 3 games. Does this sustain?
I'd say no.
No. I'll give it by the bye week.
I'm saying to an instant, not like he will have a like a bad game, but
Yes.
he'll have like an interception.
Yeah, he won't have like
Yeah.
what he's been having.
Do you think he's going to end up hitting like the 10 interception mark?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Well,
because
it's the
it's
beginning of the season, and there's going to be more tape on him.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they're just getting. They've only had.
Because who's left on their schedule, though?
But here's my question: are they playing good defensive teams?
Yes, I
They
think so.
They have not.
Who?
Pittsburgh's defense is trash.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's one.
Who did they play last week?
49ers, and they don't have.
No, they play
They don't
them
have
this
no
week. I
defense.
thought. No, they played them last week. No, you're correct.
Oh yeah. So here we go.
There's only a stat guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
He doesn't have.
I'm
his
trying to get it
computer,
right.
We're giving him the benefit of the doubt.
First week of the season, Chargers. They didn't have.
That's a
Joey
good
Bosa.
defense. That's still a good defense.
No Joey Bosa and no what's
Melvin
his face?
Ingram,
and no
Verrett.
Yeah, Verrett.
They still have a good
They
secondary
still have
and a
good
pass
corners,
rusher.
Yeah.
yeah,
So that's still a good defense.
Steelers
Okay.
and then 49ers,
And who are they playing this week?
Broncos,
This will be a good week.
and the week after the Jaguars. That's gonna be
Good weeks.
So
Back-to-back
next-
weeks.
So
next
you think
week
these
we'll
next 2 weeks
see.
will determine?
These next 2 weeks are going to see if he plays anywhere from good to great.
I don't think that's the same Denver. It's not. It's a different Denver.
No, but it's still a good pass
Not
rush.
Denver. I'm looking the week after.
I
The
still-
week after, I'll make my
Von Miller, Chubb, still got Chris Harris back there. Like they're still good.
He
Still
might
good
turn
defense.
It over because of Von Miller, but
Yeah, you got a little bit.
I'm
of
interested
he
to
can still
see.
come through.
I feel like if he could play well against Jacksonville, I don't think he gets that 10 interception mark.
I think he'll hit it anyway. I think he'll get it. I think he'll throw a bunch of.
You got to
picks.
remember, he's got that gunslinger
Yeah, he's got that-
mentality,
yeah,
so
he's
he
got
will.
that.
He will.
Yeah, but
he will.
he's also been
It doesn't
incredibly
matter. He'll throw to a bunch
accurate.
of bombs. It doesn't matter. Because he's kind of like
The tape
Brett
will be
Favre.
out.
Yeah.
The tape will be out.
Yeah.
How many
Or like-
touchdowns does he throw? What's the over/under? Does he throw over 25?
I say he
Yes.
throws 40.
No,
I say he throws
25.
40.
I have
Because
25 on the dot.
that's what I'm saying. I was like, I feel like 25 is going to be the Mendoza line. The 25 is going to be the average I think he's going to hit. It's just a matter of if it's going to be how much more than 25 or if he's
All
just
right,
going
I'll
to hit
say
25 on the
27.
dot. I feel like he get to 30.
All right. Well,
If
I'll
he
say
plays
35.
Jacksonville well, he gets to 30.
I say 35.
30 and 8. 30 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
He's because what's gonna happen is
Which is a good
their defense is
ratio,
so
yeah.
the Chiefs' defense is so terrible where it's like you gotta score all the time. They're not gonna be able to like run. The
I
ball
want to
that
see
often.
Pat Mahomes in more situations where he has to win the game.
Well,
That's what he has to do
here's
with
the
this
thing.
terrible
It's
ass
not going to be on
defense.
Mahomes if he's in those close games. It's bad when there's no time on the clock.
Yes, so I want to see how he adjusts to playing under poorly time coached Andy Reid. I want to
Gotta
see how
come
that
playoff time.
works.
We
To
haven't
pu-
seen management Andy Reid yet.
We'll see him.
Who knows? Maybe Pat Mahomes.
It'll come.
Maybe he's going to get command of the offense this season to the point where Andy Reid's going to trust him to make an audible.
Question is, Andy Reid,
Like we've been waiting for with
Andy Reid is an offensive coach.
Offensive.
yeah. How many quarterbacks have we been saying this about?
I'm surprised McNabb didn't do it more. McNabb was the last
McNabb-
quarterback he had that really could have done it.
Yeah,
with
he
that
still
TL,
managed. Yeah,
with
but
that TL,
Andy
you
Reid
know?
still managed the clock. But he managed the clock back.
And he also had a good ass fucking running back too. That quarterback, wide receiver, running back trio is pretty
The
good.
problem with Andy Reid, he doesn't try to run the ball when there's like 3 minutes left. He's
Talking
still
about
trying
on
to
the
pass the
Chiefs,
ball.
or you're talking about on
like
the
wasting
Eagles?
clock.
Eagles. We'll see. Patrick Mahomes is, to me, this wild card where he could either be the unanimous MVP of this year, or he's going to hit a wall and just turn to shit. And
So it's very iffy.
he could be a product of not having a lot of tape. Like, I'm not saying Baker is this, but once Baker plays a little bit more, Baker's not going to have the type of game he had against the Jets in this league where he just picked apart an NFL
He'll still
defense
have those
that.
like electrifying wins.
He'll have moments, but he's not going to have dominance like he did. I'm just hoping that this for Mahomes is the real deal.
See, I watched all 3 Mahomes games, and I'm like, okay, 13 touchdowns. Like we're in a passing league right now. I watched that Baker game, and I was more impressed with that.
Well, obviously, I'm more impressed with the Baker game, too, because he came in with no first reps and just picked apart the defense. But
Granted,
you
they
don't
didn't
prepare
ready
for Baker.
I'm just saying in terms of. I'm not saying like in terms of what he did. I'm just saying like how he just came in and like everybody was like, I gotta watch Thursday Night Football right now.
Well,
I wasn't like that.
He changed the culture of a team by stepping on the football field.
Yeah, and I watch like if it comes down to like quarterbacks in the league after like Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers go, it's like I want to see like I'd rather see Baker be the face of the league
he's charismatic and has a personality.
Oh, yeah.
It's different. He's more polarizing than Mahomes.
He's a polarizing player too. Like Pat Mahomes, it's like he's got all these weapons.
He's more interesting to watch.
Right.
But is he playing like Mahomes? Mahomes, when you watch him sling the ball, dude's got a fucking rifle. I haven't seen the ball fling out of a dude's hand like that in a while.
The only thing I want to see is what happens like year 8 or 9 where he doesn't have these quick ass weapons and like maybe you can't replace him as quick.
Maybe he
Maybe
does
he gets
get quick ass weapons though.
Maybe
The
he
draft.
gets,
Well,
maybe he gets Amon Ra.
don't?
Just stop it.
Oh,
Please
the
stop.
fucking Mummy's Alive. Come
Jesus
on.
Christ. Come on.
Amon Ra St. Brown is that guy.
Yeah, whatever. Somebody watch the HBO fucking
Mummy's
Brian Gumble
alive.
Sports. Brian Gumble Sports with the fucking
Amon Ra is the best
the
St.
St. Brown family. God
If
damn.
you want to hear freaking Amon Ra, go on YouTube and click the Mummy's Alive theme song.
I'm the fucking Trojans fan. I'm not saying anything about this fucking guy. Because he ain't shit. Trojans receivers don't do anything unless you're Juju. And Robert Woods.
Oh, Lord.
That's really it. Those are the only Trojans receivers that I think have ever really fucking done anything.
This is freshman year, so.
I don't give a fuck, dude. I have high expectations.
Oh, by the way, like just like a little side note, I was looking up some of the players on our Madden franchise, you know, like where you did the imported rookies.
Oh, yeah, Steven.
And some of them are fucking beasts.
Yeah, Steven, we and Hunter, actually everybody can listen to this. We did our own league because fuck you. And we did owners and we moved teams out and we did the imported roster draft. And we were like, we drafted a bunch of these players and we went to go see them where they are in our league. And holy shit, dude. Everybody's a fucking star.
Yeah, everybody is.
Everybody's a fucking star.
I looked at Brian Burns. Motherfucker's really 6'5", with like quick ass speed. Dude's gonna run like a 4.5, 4.4. Dude's crazy.
I mean, Equinavia
Florida
St.
State.
Brown ran a 4.5.
I don't fucking care about St. Brown's, dude.
Moving along.
They're better than the Ball brothers.
Jesus Christ.
Moving along.
They are. They absolutely are. I want to talk about college football really quick.
Go ahead.
There's this motherfucker in Oregon that I was exposed to this Saturday. His name is Justin Herbert. He's the quarterback for the Oregon Ducks. Homeboy, I think, was 27 for 29 with 300 yards and a touchdown against Stanford. From what I understand, he is the consensus best quarterback in this draft.
Yeah, he's 6'5".
6'6".
Oh, 6'6".
6'6". All the measurables. Strong arm, can move. Usually 6'6" quarterbacks don't move like he does. Like, he's a fast guy, too. And he could flat out throw the football. And I'm just like, I was in awe watching this game after seeing it be blown up on Twitter. And I'm impressed. And I just want everybody to keep an eye on this dude.
What's his name again?
Justin Herbert.
You know where they had him going in the mock drafts.
Yes. So my eyes are on him. I want everybody to have these eyes too, because I like being the guy that finds things. This guy's gonna be the quarterback of the New York Giants.
You think so?
Yes.
All right, let's put that on.
But
Let's put that on record right now.
But what pick do you think the Giants get?
First overall.
Top 5.
Top 5?
Top 5 pick.
First overall.
I was making a joke.
The Raiders will have the first overall, and then they won't draft Joe Jackson.
Maybe. Oh, wait a minute.
Or
scenario.
Bosa. They won't draft Bosa either.
Or out this scenario. Say if John Gruden's like, Derek Carr's not my quarterback, going into Las Vegas, does he draft Justin Herbert?
That would be such a mistake.
It would be, but John Gruden's a dumbass right now.
Yeah, but I really hope he'd have a little bit more like business acumen to understand that you can't just dump a quarterback talent like in his like 4th, 5th year
Yeah.
when he showed promise before he broke his leg.
I feel like Derek Carr been in the league forever though. I don't know
No,
why.
David was his brother, who was also a Carr,
Oh, okay.
who was in the league for a while. But I don't think it's fair to dump a quarterback who has talent so soon.
I mean, he has good offensive weapons.
I think what's so like lost on everybody is that Raiders team 2 years ago was so close. Like they were like
So close.
They were
If that Raiders team was in the playoffs, they would have beaten the Patriots
yeah.
for
They
sure.
weren't playoffs.
He
Derek Carr
healthy,
broke his ACL.
healthy in the playoffs. They could have beat.
Yeah,
they would have
didn't
beaten the
have a
Patriots.
quarterback. They would have beat the Patriots.
He broke his leg, and he broke his leg when they had the lead, and they kept him in.
Yeah, which is fucking crazy. If John Gruden does that as opposed to trying to find a fucking replacement for your fucking pass rusher that you keep asking about, like, oh, where?
And they say
it's
that-
hard to find a pass
Dylan
rusher.
Rage of the
It's
week.
hard to find a pass rusher. You just had number 52
one.
on your team.
They're saying that Nick Bosa is better than Joey Bosa. That's
There's-
what they're saying. So what if the Raiders get Nick Bosa?
Hey, John Gruden, there's 2 great pass rushers in this fucking draft that you fucking can't pass up on. There's a Bosa brother, and then there's a Jackson. Don't fuck this up. Because you're gonna fuck this up going. You're gonna fuck this up going in Vegas, and then another team's gonna draft the Bosa or Joe Jackson.
Well, you got to remember who he liked. You know who I like here?
Johnny Manziel.
Johnny, man.
You know, Khalil Mack was a great fit for Oakland here, but you know who I would have took here? Johnny Manziel. Fucking idiot. God damn. But yes,
Tell you what.
Justin Herbert. I fell in love with him again because me and Hunter were playing Madden, and I drafted him. 6'6" with 86 speed, 97 throw power,
Damn.
superstar development. And I'm just like, this is someone who should be on the radar, and I don't think has gotten the national coverage yet. But slowly, as the Heisman race starts to come closer to a close, he'll be up there. And
Thank
I'll
you.
say I told you so.
Thank you for bringing it to the attention of the 18 people that watch. Shout out 18 people.
Hey, shout out to the 18 people.
And shout out to
Shout out
Shannon's
to the
Day.
18 people.
Shout out to
And our sponsor,
shannonsday.com.
Shannon's Day.
Want to know what I heard for the people that listen to our podcast? Life changing.
Bow your head in
They
prayer.
said our podcast is life changing. So thank you everybody for letting me come into your ear holes
Put a name
via
on that review.
We
headphones.
very appreciate you peckerheads. Steve would say.
Thank you for allowing me and my
I
brother
call you
and
guys
these
peckerheads,
fuck boys into your living rooms, your Bluetooth speakers, your headphones, your cars. It's been a pleasure these last couple months to be doing this. 3 months.
We've been doing this since the end of June.
We've been doing this since the end of June. Thank you, Stephen and Hunter, for coming in and joining us. We're not done yet, but I just want to do these shout-outs. So thank you for coming in and making this a better experience. We're having a good time here, and I actually look forward to doing this. I actually want to record more often, but I don't have the time to do it.
I'm so teary-eyed.
Yeah, I
Me
don't.
too. I'm about to cry.
Next step after these arms that we bought are chairs.
Get the rolly chair.
Because not on this wood floor, guy. Because these wooden chairs
Spin
hurt.
around it.
They do. Like, you kind of got to adjust.
These
like,
wooden
like
chairs.
when you sit up, it gets stuck in my pants.
Yeah.
Let's buy the casting couch. Let's buy the casting couch and put a camera.
Can
right
we-
in
Hey,
front of
Steve,
it.
I'm
What?
telling you, man, we gotta start that park.
Can we not buy the casting couch? Jump Shot Therapy presents Jump Shot the Rapey, featuring Alfredo and Steven.
Oh, God.
No, there's
The
a.
podcast about porncasts. What's good? What's the porncast looking like today? Oh, I watched this one, and this one. What you got going on there down
That's
south, Steve?
not gonna happen.
No, there's just a long silence.
We're
and
still,
Steven's
gonna, we're
like,
still gonna keep the jump shot, the rapey thing
Yeah.
going. About that.
So
No,
Bella Anderson.
no, there's
Oh,
just a
boy.
long silence. And
Moving
Steven's
right
like, what the
along.
fuck is going on?
My kids are listening to this.
Steven, what's the podcast looking like right there? Oh, over in Tallahassee, we got a lot of
She's
this
in
going
real
on.
estate now.
Oh man.
All right, let's go to picks. Yeah.
Let's get to picks, man. So far, Hunter and Fredo are ahead of us again, Steven. They picked the Rams. We picked Minnesota. One of us needs to pick something else because I think it's you.
Listen, I think it's you. You're messing up my Thursday game.
I think it's you because we lost Hunter this week, and Fredo clearly wasn't the reason we were losing.
Well, why didn't you guys freaking? You should have picked. I was the first one to send the pick in.
Yeah, I was going to pick Minnesota anyway, but then I
think the
realized
Rams
that
once I saw
Peters
that
was
Marcus
playing.
Peters was him.
Well, if you think it's me,
I think it's you.
Still win. If you think it's me, you should have switched.
I picked the Rams.
No, now I think it's you.
I picked the Rams just because I thought, okay, the Rams still have that pass.
I
rush
made
that
my
was gonna
pick
be
before
effective.
Peters announced he was playing, so I wasn't going to take it back.
Yeah, I made my pick. I didn't care.
Okay.
Well, once it said Peters didn't have an effect on the game. He was getting bored.
So here's the thing. Once I saw that Minnesota lost to Buffalo, I probably shouldn't have picked them. So that's on me.
Yeah,
That's
why I
on
didn't
me.
pick them. It's one of the reasons.
That's on me. So
All
I'm.
right, so we're up 1 already.
Yep, you guys are up 1 already. So first things first.
The Barreto boys are at it again.
Yeah, fucking being pieces of shit, huh? Man, we are totally not.
The
good
reason
at
I
this
picked the
whole thing.
Rams is because I think besides the Packers, they might go to the Super Bowl.
Guess who's not going to the Super Bowl? The Packers. Sorry.
Packers.
Aaron Rodgers definitely tweaked something in his knee for realsies and isn't playing like Aaron Rodgers.
Unless he sits out a few games.
Yeah, unless he sits out to heal what the fuck he's got going on, they ain't making it nowhere.
Week 1 was special, but
When's their bye?
Week 7 or 8.
Oh God, he needs to sit down.
Yeah, he should probably get a head start on his bye week by sitting down 2 weeks sooner.
Yeah.
the shit that depressed me the fucking most was seeing Joey Bosa saying, "Yeah, I won't return until after the bye week, week 8."
Well,
Damn.
that's garbage. Houston and Indy. Steven.
Oh man, Houston and Indy.
Please don't pick who I'm picking.
I'm gonna pick the Colts.
Fuck you! Just in case you guys did notice, I was going to pick Indy too. Hunter.
I'm gonna pick Indy too.
Wow.
Sweet.
These games like that, I usually go with the home team
Houston's home.
when I have trouble. Like I really.
I
wanted
do
to
the
pick
same thing.
Giants.
If I'm not too
I want-
familiar, I pick the home team.
So
No, I
you're
wanted
picking
to pick the
you're picking
Giants
Houston?
last week.
No, I'm picking the Colts. Colts are home.
Houston was home last week. That's why I picked Houston last week.
All right. Buffalo, Green Bay.
Yeah,
So I already know Frito's picking Green Bay.
Green Bay.
I'll take hobbled Aaron Rodgers too.
No, the Bills might upset some AFC North teams.
Oh, he's bringing
You're
it.
gonna take the Bills? Oh wow, you're looking to blow that lead.
Who took the Bills?
Dylan.
Brother?
Yeah.
I took the Bills. There's something about
Vontae Davis retiring at halftime.
Vontae Davis retiring at halftime that honestly makes me believe this Bills team could win some games.
I heard he's coming back through the doors though.
All right, then I'm not picking them.
He's not. They're not.
No. I think hobble Aaron Rodgers. I think the Bills defense is good enough to get to him. Aaron Rodgers may make a couple mistakes this game. I think the Bills defense is what wins it. Josh Allen will play good enough so they don't lose. Tampa Bay, Chicago. I'm going Chicago.
Ooh. Tampa Bay, Chicago.
Yep.
They haven't said who's going to be the quarterback, so I'm going to go with the quarterback rapist, Khalil Mack.
Everybody's on the Chicago Bears train ever since I hopped on it week 1, huh?
Yeah, Chicago Bears. Go Bears.
Fredo? Oh, really?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
still believe in Fitzmagic.
He might not start that
Fitzmagic's gonna turn to Fitzpatrick once Khalil Mack
I
is
mean, Fitz tragic.
game. He might be Jameis Winston.
You know how many girls you got to rape to be Jameis Winston?
All right.
Oh, God.
Jameis Winston
Problematic
comes back,
alert.
Jameis Winston comes back, and the coach hasn't said who's going to be starting.
You know how many crab legs you got to steal to be Jameis Winston?
Jesus Christ. All right. Battle of the NFC East. Miami at New England. I'm picking first. And you know what? I'm taking Miami. I'm taking Miami.
That audible laugh.
There's something about Miami
They're
this
3-0 for
week.
some reason.
This
Yeah, 'cause
week
they played crappier teams.
They played crappy teams, but this week in particular, with the Patriots coming off back-to-back losses, I think Miami gets it this week because that team is still down. Josh Gordon doesn't understand the offense 100%. He's not going to be as big of a factor as people think. Rashad Jones is going to have a big game. Miami wins by 3.
Here's the thing.
Tannehill doesn't win the game. The defense wins the game.
If this game was in Miami, because Brady struggles in Miami, but it's in Foxborough.
I understand.
I'm going with the Patriots. Belichick's not going to lose 3 in a row.
That he might. Hunter?
Afraid it'll go.
Oh.
Ooh.
Honestly, I was before you even you announced it. I was gonna pick the Dolphins,
Really?
but like I don't want to seem like I'm piggybacking off of you.
Okay.
So now I'm like in a debacle. I guess
You're
I'm
not going to piggyback off anybody.
I guess I was just sticking with my gut feeling.
Okay,
I'll say
Miami.
Dolphins, yeah.
You're not piggybacking off nobody.
Steven?
This pick is
Is he going to do it?
Steven, you're going to be the Lone Ranger. I'm picking
really yes.
Oh, give me the song.
Yes! That's the pick I wanted to hear. I knew Hunter was going to pick Miami. I fucking knew Hunter was
here's
going to
the
pick
reason.
Miami because he doesn't trust the depth at wide receiver. He doesn't trust the Patriots defense. He doesn't think the Patriots offensive line is going to hold up against the pass rush either. Dolphins secondary this year is actually good. The only person I don't trust on the team is Tannehill.
Yeah, Devontae Parker's going to have a good game, too. That Patriots defense is they're just too slow the first 3 weeks. It's atrocious to watch, and I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I think the Patriots will get their shit together week 6. Week 6 and on. I think they'll get their shit together and start knocking down games. Miami's going to hit a stretch this year where they lose like 5 straight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And that for sure is going to happen.
They got a tough schedule coming up.
Exactly. So Miami's defense is going to hold them over through this quarter of the season. But when it comes down to your quarterbacks have to win you games, sorry, Brandon, Tannehill's not good.
I was thinking about this pick last night.
They don't have any corners.
Yeah, but their safety play is fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking about this pick last night. I picked the Dolphins.
Good
last
thing you
night.
don't need corners to cover not wide receivers. Detroit at Dallas. I think I'm going to take the Patricia guy on this one.
Yeah, I'm going
I'm going to take Detroit.
Yeah, I'm taking Detroit, too.
Me 3.
Steven?
It's going to be a clean sweep because Sean Lee is out. I'm taking Detroit.
All right.
But you get to see Leighton Vander Esch.
Oh, Van Der Esch. Oh, the beer can crusher. Cincinnati, Atlanta. I'm taking Atlanta.
I am also going to take Atlanta.
Steve, you can go.
Oh, Steven.
I'm taking the Dirty Birds.
Last time I picked the Dirty Birds, they failed me.
Did you pick them last week in a
Yeah.
very close game that they could have won?
And
Please.
I don't know. I was listening to Gary Olson.
The only reason they lost the game because they didn't win the toss.
So-
And it seems like every time they go into overtime,
So I'm
don't
kind
win
of
the
torn
toss,
between
they
this
lose.
one, but I'm gonna do favoritism because Gary Olson's my one of my favorite comedians. I'm going Bengals.
Okay. Cincinnati, which means. Doodle-doo-doo.
Fail.
I want to do it first. I want to do it audibly first.
Doo-doo-doo. That's how you did it.
Doodle-doo-doo.
You can do like,
Doodle-doo-doo.
but you went,
Doodle-doo.
doo-doo-doo.
New York Jets at Jacksonville. Fuck the Jets. Jacksonville. If this is not a clean sweep, I don't know what the fuck is.
Yeah, Jacksonville.
I mean, no, but yeah.
So I see this game going
Hold
one
on.
of two ways.
I have something to say.
Uh-huh.
I didn't pick my team yet.
Okay.
This is going to be the week everybody shits on Sam Darnold because I'm going with the Saxonville Swag Wars.
Man, that wasn't funny. That was. So this game goes.
Darnold's going to get shit on this.
This game goes one or two ways. This game is a complete and utter blowout by Jacksonville, or this is another one of those 9-3 games.
Yeah.
That is only two ways I see this. There's no, this could be a great game. No, it's either gonna be a fucking defensive war,
They
or
lost
it's
last week to the Titans, right?
9-3. It's either gonna be a defensive war,
I told
and the
you.
Jets could put the Jacksonville on ice, or it's gonna be Jacksonville just shits on us because Blake Bortles,
Destroying
Steve
the
Young.
I told you last week. I said I want to see that Blake Bortles all season. I want to see him being that aggressive.
one
and he
game.
Was not.
It's one game. We'll see how it goes. If we're gonna make a prediction off of one game, Patriots aren't fucking winning the division.
Yeah. They lost to a fake punt.
Yeah, they're gonna be struggling.
Well, yeah,
But
they
that
lost.
offense wasn't the same. That offense wasn't attacking.
That Tennessee defense is actually solid too.
Solid.
It's a solid defense. Definitely better than the Patriots defense.
If you look at their last 3 meetings, Tennessee has owned Jacksonville. Maybe they just have their number.
Maybe.
Some teams match up better than others. Philadelphia at Tennessee. I'm taking Eagles.
EAGLES.
All right, so
I'll
is
take the
Fredo.
Eagles too.
And
I'm
Hunter?
gonna take the
All right.
Eagles.
Yeah, there's just
Marcus
something.
Mariota's not
There's
good.
just something about Blaine Gabbert I just don't trust. I wonder why. That game also last week was an important game for Blaine Gabbert because that was the team that drafted him. Cleveland at Oakland. I'm taking Oakland.
Taking Cleveland. I still believe in them. I think Baker does his thing this game.
I don't trust Sean Gruden. They don't have a good defense. I'm gonna pick Baker. The Browns.
I'm gonna go play yourself a lone wolf. I'm going with Cleveland.
All right. It's a Lone
I've been
Ranger.
burned by Oakland every game this season.
I really can't believe you did. Do.
So I'm picking Oakland because I think the pressure of starting a game as a rookie quarterback, now that there's tape on you, I think is going to catch up to him. I'm not saying that the Raiders' defense is fucking phenomenal. I'm not saying that Cleveland won't have a great game. There's just something about this game. I feel like Gruden's going to get his first win back.
I think he's all right. He came down. He came back from 14-0.
Well, yeah, he's coming back from a tremendous high. I think it's going to be very difficult to replicate that high. So
I think the Browns are an over. If you had to ask me, I think the Browns are an overall better. They have an overall better roster than the Raiders. So that's what I think.
not on offense.
Jarvis
Bless
Landry.
him.
And
Amari Cooper.
Hugh Jackson was once the Oakland Raiders head coach. Revenge.
Yeah,
Amari Cooper, Jordy Nelson,
sure.
Yeah, that whiteout record.
Beast Mode.
Look at Hunter's face.
Amari Cooper, Jarvis Landry, toss up.
Beast mode at this age is better than.
Yeah. Have you not seen him?
Johnson.
Have you not seen him?
He's actually been going in this year.
He's been playing really
I
well.
thought he was supposed to retire,
Yeah.
but I guess
No,
not.
he's been playing. He's been playing well.
He's been playing real well. He's been playing better than all the backs on the Browns combined. All right, next game before Hunter wants to fucking castrate me. Seattle at Arizona. I'm taking the rookie, Josh Rosen.
I'm going
Seattle.
Cardinal.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a split.
But Arizona's got a terrible team.
The New Orleans Saints at the New York Giants. I'm going New Orleans
Yeah,
because I never said I'm picking the Giants again.
Yeah. Me neither. New Orleans.
They failed me last week again.
So New Orleans. You can't have a failed last week when Atlanta and New Orleans played each other.
I know, but still.
I want to say so.
Steven?
No, I'm talking about the Giants.
Who are you picking?
New Orleans. We're all picking New Orleans.
No, I'm picking the Giants.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Don't trust New Orleans. Hold on. Don't trust New Orleans on an actual field, not in a dome.
Okay, but I do not trust the Giants' offensive line. San Francisco at Los Angeles Chargers.
Chargers.
I'm taking the Chargers.
Who?
Chargers, Niners.
Oh. Yeah, I see. Chargers.
Wait, who the hell is taking over
Well-
now that Garoppolo tore his ACL?
Nobody.
CJ Beathard.
Bethard.
They must have just
I'm
called
going
Colin
with the
Kaepernick
Chargers.
again.
Probably are. Baltimore and Pittsburgh. This is the hardest game for me to pick.
Fuck, I'm going to go Steelers.
Ooh. You're riding high off that Monday night win, huh?
I don't know.
Pittsburgh at home. Brandon Carter's on the field.
I hope that gets picked up on the mic. Yeah, me and Hunter got the same face on right now where we're just like, who the fuck's going to win this?
I had a little he's sucking on a sour candy.
I'm going to go Pittsburgh.
I want to Lone Ranger this, but I can't see myself doing this. I can't fall behind. Kansas City, Denver.
KC.
KC.
Chiefs.
I figured. Hunter?
All right, you got to pass on me. I got to think about this one first.
What do you mean pass? That's the last game.
No, Alfredo.
What?
He said KC.
Oh, you said KC?
You say Case?
I can't pass. This is the last game.
No. I thought you said. I thought he didn't pick yet. Now give me Denver.
Really?
Lone
Whoa.
Ranger me. Lone Ranger. Do-do-do. Can we get a soundboard?
Can you get the fucking John Gruden? It's hard to find a pass rusher. Fuck.
Hey, play
I'll
the
tell
new
you
drop.
Oh. The new drop.
There's a new drop.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to be in for a treat. Because Steven launched some gold on us today. I think actually, this may actually be qualified more as my drop.
Yeah.
Especially how this starts off.
You should have played it at the end when you introduced me as first place, and you'll hear it when you finish the rest.
Fuck Madden, I don't give a fuck. Civil War.
Oh
Look
my
at
Oh,
god.
not that one.
Fuck Madden.
That's my drop. Fuck that.
Civil War.
Fuck
And
you, bro. You're a fucking asshole. You took advantage. You little fucking ruler Nazi fuck. You took advantage of me. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. Fuck you, Nazi. Piece of shit. You took advantage of me. You bastard. Wait till next game. It's on. It's on, motherfucker. It's on. Fuck you, Nazi. Fuck you, Steve Barretto. Hell, bitch.
you know what? Since it's too long to be a drop, so we just have to cut that to fuck you,
Dude,
Steve Barretto.
That's what I'm saying. Take the drop. That fuck you, Steve Barretto should be the drop.
Oh my god. Holy shit. That's one of the... Man, you guys weren't around when that shit was actually happening, like, in real time. Holy shit. Do you still have I'm not mad, but I'm mad? Oh!
I do have that.
Please send that to us so we can we incorporate that. Because that everything you're sending me is from one Brandon McDaniel who got arrested for beating up his dad once, and which is apparently our fault, but whatever.
One day we should. No, hold up. One day, I got an idea. One day it's Ryan Tannehill versus Brandon's criminal record.
Guess what? Brandon's criminal record wins.
Ryan Tannehill might actually win.
Oh my god.
Is it stealing a credit card?
Oh my god, I forgot about
Oh
that.
my god, I forgot about
Oh,
Getting a
he
happy
literally
ending?
had credit card fraud on there.
that. Allegedly.
Allegedly. We probably should be saying this on a podcast.
As long as they allegedly we good, baby.
Edit that out.
Yeah,
No,
No, we
allegedly
just
we're
don't
good.
disclose his last name.
we already did.
Allegedly we're fine.
All right, we're yeah.
Statute
Okay, it's not real
limitations
credit
is
card
over.
fraud. It's
Nobody
something else.
listens to us.
Yeah,
18
nobody.
people don't rat him out.
Jesus Christ. They said we were life changing.
Man.
I appreciate you guys.
They said we were life changing, Hunter.
All right.
They said Jump Shot the Rapey is life changing. Those exact words were the quotation. And you're over here being a big old piece of shit.
You being a doo-doo head.
Yes, Steven, every Brandon video I want. We're gonna incorporate this.
Yeah, I wanted the drop to be "fuck you, Steve Barretto." You should have played that when you announced me.
Oh no,
we
try,
should
it's gonna go on. It's gonna go in the beginning.
We're
I'm
gonna
still in first place next week. And Steven's in first place. Fuck you, Steve Barretto.
at some point I would love to have Brandon on here.
Oh yeah.
Oh no,
Oh yes. Just for pure shock value.
no, he's already. Oh god,
That'd be a
I'll
heavily
send you a picture of what he
edited
said
podcast.
last week.
What'd he
You
say?
show Hunter that?
Oh no. Oh my god.
Oh.
All right, so we're gonna close out with this. Let me go open up my text messages. My first picture is my brother sent me Goku's a furry, but whatever.
Any closing statements anybody wants to make before this happens?
I'm good. We're
so-
running up on 2 hours. We're good.
Whatever. It's the longest podcast we've done. I don't give a fuck, kid. Where the
life-changing.
fuck is it? We
We
are
saved
life changing.
lives.
I was told we were fucking life changing. Can you
You're
believe
mad,
that?
baby.
So it starts off with Brandon sending Steven a gif of Ryan Reynolds. And Steven says, "You run the teams that are worse than you," which is poor English, Steven. Figure it out. And then Brandon says, "I think you owe all Miami and Tannehill fans a sorry. Thanks. And Steven said, no, I don't. He's trash. I want an apology video when we beat the Patriots next week. Good luck. That will never happen. I Lone Rangered this. I also want this video. Because Brandon, fun fact, also owes me and my brother a video of him getting fucked in the ass.
What? Hold on, time out, Coach. What is this?
Coach.
Time out, Coach.
So
I was trying to tell him. This was when was it
Falcons Pats
Patriots when they won?
Falcons Pats.
Falcons. Oh, it was Falcons Pats.
Yep.
He said that he was for sure the surest thing in the league was the Chiefs were going to make the Super Bowl. And I said, Andy Reid's their fucking head coach. That's not going to happen. And he goes, I will make a video of me getting fucked by a black guy in the ass if the Chiefs lose. Guess what happened?
The Chiefs lost.
Chiefs lose.
Guess what also didn't happen? We never got the video. He's not a man of his word. He's a coward. Shoot a 3, coward.
Fuck in the ass, coward.
Get fucked in the ass, coward.
It's the
Oh my God! Can we use that? Get fucked in the ass, coward. Yeah. Oh, what's the next? When is he streaming? Go follow Bagshot Bob on Twitch and go write in the comments. Get fucked in the ass, coward. Oh my God, Steven, next time we speak to Brandon, can we please just keep saying that? Get fucked in the ass, coward.
He wants to join the league.
All right, Ennis Canner. You know what? We're finishing up the season. We have a Barretto Bowl to do. I think when we're done recording here, we can get it done.
Tonight.
Oh, you're a piece of shit.
I got to go to work in the morning. We spent 2 hours on a podcast.
Oh, my God. We should have played while we were doing the podcast. That would have been very intriguing.
What time do you get working?
What time you got to work?
I got to work at 8.
I got time. It's
We can play a game.
I need to sleep now.
It's a 25-minute.
We could play a game.
No, it's not.
If we were going to record for 25 minutes, you'd be up for that.
Maybe.
Let's record and play.
No.
Steven, come on.
Another day.
You're a bitch. Anyway.
Play, coward.
Play the playoff game, coward.
Right. Still not going to get anything accomplished.
You'll still get your 7 hours of sleep.
Yeah, true.
No, I don't get no 7 hours sleep.
Actually, no, he has to go to work at 8, so he's got to...
I
got to wake up early.
I gotta go to work at 7. I'll get less sleep.
I got to wake up at 7. I got to shave. This is my last day shaving.
It's no shave.
It's no shave Publix.
They changed the rule effective on Saturday. We don't have to shave anymore.
Oh, excellent.
So...
Look at that. Hey, Steven, quick question. Hunter said this thing that if you were under the age of, 7?
12.
12, that you get a free cookie when you go to Publix? Is that
bakery, right?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's always been like that.
I never knew this. I haven't... Steven, when was the last time I fucking lived in Florida?
I don't know.
It's been
fucking...
fucking...
You used to get free cookies all the time.
I'm sorry. I was fucking 5 when I was in Florida. I was supposed to remember that.
I'm going to be trans age for a day. I want to get a free cookie. I identify as 7.
You literally... If any of us cannot get younger, it's fucking you. You are the hairiest, fucking largest man.
I want my kid to have a cookie and you just take it from your kid and eat it. You're not allowed to eat it.
Jaden ain't getting no fucking cookie. You're crazy. I didn't need that kid need a cookie. I want the fucking cookie. I deserve it. All right, yeah. We just rambled on for fucking more time than we needed to. We could have been playing Madden. I'm Dylan Barretto. That's Alfredo. This is Hunter. Steven Barretto's being dumb. This has been Jump Shot Therapy. Thank you. Goodbye.